Hey, it's Russ Bain with Role Playing Public Radio. We're playing a new role-playing game tonight.
Woo!
This is called Overarms, which is a recently kickstarted RPG inspired by, well, a whole subgenre of anime and manga, most popularly Jojo's Bizarre Adventure and Persona. But essentially, it's about people who manifest special buddies who fight and do cool things for them. And stands, Persona, what have you.
So Ross, what you're saying is that this game is a JoJo reference?
This game is literally a JoJo's reference. So this adventure is going to be called Yog-Sothoth's Pact, as I'm putting a Lovecraftian twist on it. As we begin the game, the three of you do not have an anima, but you will quickly rectify that. So when we begin, it is modern day Arkham, Massachusetts, a mid-sized college town, not too far from Boston, and it's a nice little burb, very quiet, but you know it's the modern day. So we have three characters. I'll say none of you know each other yet, but you quickly will. But you all have the same dream, although you don't know that yet. But you all dream of a man. You're watching a man run through the forest, terrified. He is already bleeding and injured. His clothes are torn. There are multiple people running after him, although you can barely see them. They seem to be silhouettes. You can only dimly see what is going on. The moonlight piercing the canopy of trees. This is in the forest. And the man trips over branches. He's looking behind him while running and falls to the ground hard. The silhouettes catch up to him, but as he does, an energy forms around the man, and a robotic figure appears and strikes at one of the silhouettes, knocking them down. Unfortunately, one of the other silhouettes throws a knife, hitting the man in the chest. He gasps and falls to the ground. As he does, one of the silhouette figures seems to look at you, each of you, directly. And when you wake up, all of you are awake in a cold sweat. So this nightmare seemed more real than anything you had ever felt before in your life. So who wants to introduce their character first?
I'll go first.
All right, Tom, who are you?
Let me bring up my sheet again. I am Martin Crawford. When I say my profession is professional, fun seeker and man about town. I'm actually a professional thief.
Okay, and what does Martin look like, and where does he wake up this morning?
He's 32. Fairly unremarkable looking. Like he would vanish pretty well into a crowd, though he does, very stylishly dressed though. But I guess he wakes up in his high-rise apartment building.
Okay, so he's doing quite well.
He's doing very well for himself.
Okay, so how does Martin react to this nightmare?
Stuff that he kind of remembers. Like his dad was really into some weird things, dreams, and esoteric shit. So he actually following some of his dad's advice before he died. He actually keeps a dream journal.
Okay.
So this one he'll if he remembers it that vividly, he'll definitely jot it down and as much as he can remember.
He does remember a new detail that he didn't before, and that is as he's thinking about it. That he wasn't really thinking about, but at the very end of the dream, when the silhouette stepped out, he was wearing a wooden mask, very unusually carved, with circular patterns carved into it, almost animalistic, but like too crude or abstract to be a particular animal. Something predatory, something with fangs and sharp edges. But yeah, there's weird swirling circular patterns in this wooden mask. It seemed all of them were wearing this. So, what is Martin's first? What is his agenda for the day?
It's normally as he follows the same routine, breakfast at the same place every day.
Mm-hmm.
And today he would actually plan to case a potential target.
Okay. So is he going to a diner or a particular restaurant for breakfast then? And then he's going to... Okay. All right. All right. So he sets about his day. So who wants to introduce the character next?
I'll go next.
All right.
So, my character's name is Persephone Hartwell. She is a 21-year-old junior at Arkham, the university.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Miskatonic.
Miskatonic, excuse me. Yeah, Miskatonic. I'm sorry. Studying music theory, as that's her passion. She's actually trying to start a career as a freeform DJ mix artist. Off the side, but currently right now she is, learning her craft, at least in school, and then at night when she can get into the clubs. But she has also kind of run on a hard line since she had been run out of the community mainly for not giving proper credit to the sources of which she was sampling. Which has kind of put her on the outs, except that she's building herself back up mainly because of the influence of a mentor of hers that has allowed her to kind of get back into into mixing a DJ by the name of HBO Intro 1983 Intro. So,
yep.
But she is actually kind of worried because he has recently disappeared. So at least she's not been able to contact him for the several weeks after one of his big shows up in the Boston Commons. So so it's really worrying her.
So does she wake up in a dorm room or does she have an apartment?
She has a modest studio apartment that she's been able to kind of scrape together from work study cash. Okay.
And what is her agenda for the day?
It is thankfully spring break for her, so she is setting up basically sitting in the morning to work on the rest of her mixes before she goes back out on the part-time job, which is working over at the Miskatonic Library.
Okay. And how does she react to this nightmare?
Waking up in a bit of a cold sweat because she rarely does have nightmares. For the most part, it kind of disturbs her that something like that would come to her. Maybe it was just off from something her brain was constructing from a horror movie she might have watched with her friends a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And finally, Baz, introduce your character. Where do they wake up? What do they look like? What do they where do they wake up, and who are they?
Hi, my character's name is Takumi Fujiwara. He is a second generation Japanese American who lives in the above an apartment that's above his father's tofu shop that they run here in Arkham. And that's pretty much him. He dresses like a normal 17-year-old boy, just mostly denim jeans and a shirt and New Balance shoes.
Mm-hmm. All right. And how does he react to the nightmare?
Well, he wakes up at 4:30 every morning to make deliveries for his dad. So he doesn't feel, he's like, I can't let this nightmare get in the way. Dad's really going to want those deliveries on time. So I don't have time to think about it.
Okay. So he's going to work and just going, so he's working for his dad still.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. So, let's see. The three, we'll start again back with Tom. With Martin Crawford. And after you eat breakfast, what's the place you eat breakfast at?
It's a kind of a old corner diner, kind of Art Deco from the 20s.
Okay. Agnes's, we'll just call it.
There you
go. After you have a hearty breakfast at Agnes's, you start walking across the park to go check out the place you're casing. What is the place you're casing?
Diamond store.
A diamond store. Okay. So you're making your way across the park to the commercial district so you can check out this diamond store. As you are doing that, though, a wild-haired old man starts following you, and he's peering at you, just like almost like it's very odd. He is very deliberately following you, very blatantly, like watching you, and starts following you.
I'll let him follow for about a block or two, but finally just stop it. Yes, sir. Can I help you?
I know this is going to be awkward, but he closes his eyes and says, if you could turn around and tell me what you see, that would be very helpful.
Turn around and tell you what I see.
Yes. Do you see anything unusual behind you?
I guess, kind of like this hand goes into the jacket pocket where I have like a 38.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get my hands on it, but I'll turn around.
All right, you see a humanoid crow. It is holding a staff and looks at you rather coolly, but no one else.
Like, look at the crow.
Yeah.
Back to the man. Back to the crow. Back to him. Like, are you referring to the bird?
Oh, good. Yes, you see Corvo.
Yes.
Ah, good. Good. We have time. There's still time. There's still hope. They haven't found you yet. And you, this is a very good sign that you are, there's much to talk. We should, he's looking very nervous. We should go to someplace safe. You have been unfortunately cursed, and people are hunting you as you speak. They will. You may have had a vision of death, of disaster impending. This is not circumstance, but we must. It's all connected to Yog-Sothoth's Pact. You understand, and you must unleash the. But this curse has a upside. You've been given power, although you don't know it. If only you choose to use it, you can have a chance of surviving the forces that are assailed against you. But you'll have to find the others. There's 13 in total, although some have already been killed for sure. But there's undoubtedly at least a couple left. I'm not sure. So he's just going on like this. But yes, we should go somewhere safe.
I'm gonna look back to the bird. Is it still standing there?
Mm-hmm.
Are you part of this?
Yes.
Okay, so...
No, don't pay attention to Corvo. He is my anima. And what an anima is, that's rather difficult to say. Some believe it is a reflection of the person. Some people say it's a spirit from another universe that is linked, connected, bonded to the person. Others believe it's a sort of combination of both psychic manifestations. I manifested anima, and only anima users can see anima. Look around. No one else is paying attention. We're in a park. But look at all these people, and no one's noticing Corvo.
Yes, because that... Sure, why don't we go somewhere?
Yes. Only you can see, but the thing is, you have an anima too, and you can manifest it if you will it to. But I can teach you, but I don't know how much time we have. Where should we go? Do you have someplace safe to go? We should get off the streets, out of public view as soon as possible. They'll be able to see you too, undoubtedly.
I'm not even looking at him. I'm just staring at the bird, like, yeah, sure. I know.
It returns your gaze, totally nonplussed.
The fact that the bird's keeping it together is actually somewhat better, as opposed to him, the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, why don't we go somewhere?
Okay.
Hand's still on the gun, very much
yeah.
so.
Where are you walking to? Are you just walking? And you'll figure it out later?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, yeah, I mean, I don't want to go back to my place.
Okay. So you start walking, and the man keeps rambling on. You can make an intelligence check to get useful information out of his rambling. He is very eager and helpful. but he is clearly not used to talking to people. You get a sense this man is kind of a loner and doesn't have not used to explaining things to people.
Nope.
All right, so that was a regular failure. So you roll the d10 and roll the 1. So in overarms, you have attributes, and each one is connected to a die size, and higher is better. And unfortunately, a 1 is always a failure. So yeah, you're not making a whole lot of sense out of this shit. But that's when you hear rustling in the bushes near the path you're walking by. And as you do that, you see a man in a business suit wearing a wooden mask, exactly the same kind of wooden mask you saw in your dream. He pushes his way out, and Corvo, by the way, has disappeared. It just sort of vanished into there as the two of you started walking. So what do you do?
Is the man in the mask part of this?
Oh no. They found us! Run! I'll hold them off! You need to get out of here! Wait! Channel your anima! It will be able to... It'll draw you to one of the other linked
What
people.
does that even mean?
Find your inner will! Open your third eye! Corvo appears and just slams into the man in the wooden mask. What are you going to do?
I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Okay, you start running. As you do that, you start feeling sort of a burning, like it's almost like a headache, but it's also like your head is on fire, and something is screaming at you to get out. Like something wants to get out of you. Like something's wanting to burst out of your head. But
that's fine. But getting away from what's going on over there, we're going to do that first.
Okay. Give me a dex check.
Wow. Rolls are going super well today, aren't they?
Yeah, with the 2. All right. So you trip and fall. Well, you haven't trip and fall, but you're not making. You're clearly overwhelmed by this. And as you're doing that, another man in a business suit and a wooden mask comes out. And starts running after you. You have some lead on him. It took him a while to catch up, but Corvo and the old man don't notice this. They're focused on. Looks like actually 2 others have joined, so he's fighting 3 others.
Oh.
There's a whole gang of these guys,
like,
apparently.
Use gun on man.
Okay. Now that is going to be an attack roll. Now. Attack rolls are, let's see here. Accuracy is Dex plus 2, so you roll Dex and add 2 to that.
All right.
And then I'm actually using stats in the book for these guys. So you need to beat a 4.
I beat the shit out of it.
All right. Now you can roll damage because his initiative was a 4. Now the damage for that pistol is intelligence plus 4. So roll your intelligence, and you need to. His defense is.
It's intelligence plus 4. You said.
Mm-hmm. His defense is 6.
10.
10. So you inflict 4 points of damage onto him. So 10 minus 6 is 4. So which is enough to knock him down. He is not out of the fight, but now people are screaming. A gun has been fired. You probably need to get out of Dodge.
Yeah, now I'm running.
All right. So as you're running, let's see here. Nearby, not too far away. Let's see. Takumi. Is it Takumi? Takumi. You're making a delivery, and you're driving by the park when you see...
I'm on a bike.
Oh, you're on a bike. Okay. So you're on a bike going through the park to make a delivery. And in the distance, you hear a gunshot. You turn and look in that direction, and you see an old man and a 6-foot crow, like 6 foot tall crow thing fighting men in wooden masks. The same wooden masks. Well, they look very familiar. You start feeling a burning sensation in your head. What do you do?
I look over there and say, Sir, do you need help?
As you do that, he says, run! You're cursed! They're coming to get you! As you do that, one of the men in the wooden masks turns and takes out a throwing knife and starts looks like he's going to throw it at you.
They're coming to get you, Takumi.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to hop off my bike and charge the guy about to throw a knife at me. I'm going to kick his ass.
Okay. We'll give you the first attack on this. Well, no, he will be able to throw his knife. So, because ranged attack versus melee. So let's see here. His accuracy is Dex. He has a D6 in Dex. All right, so he's going to roll a D6 plus 2. That is a 5. Do you know what your initiative is?
I forget how you figure that one.
Let's see here. Character. That is a excellent question. We're learning a new system.
Yay!
Oh, your initiative is actually a variable. It's fixed for enemies, but you actually roll Dex plus speed. Well, you just roll Dex at this point because you don't have your anima yet.
My Dex is 10. My speed's 10.
Let's see. Your Dex is this is your character. You don't get to use your anima stats yet.
Yeah, my Dex is 1d10. I rolled a 10.
Okay. All right. Well, the knife goes wide because you only rolled a 5. You can now roll an attack, and we'll say we'll give you a Dex plus 2 for your accuracy. You need to get a 4 or better.
So is that with strength, or do you roll Dex to attack?
It depends on what you're using. Mostly, like if you look on the sample weapons on page 42, I'm going to give this like equivalent to brass knuckles charging with a bicycle. So,
I hopped off the bike. I'm running at him.
Okay, well then it's just Dex to do an unarmed attack.
Okay.
So you need to get a let's see here.
I rolled a 7.
A 7. Okay. That definitely beats his initiative. So roll your strength, and you need to get above a 6.
2.
2 total. Yeah, you just kind of thunk and ineffectually punch at him. But something in your head keeps screaming out. How do you react to that? Are you just
well, Takumi has an anger problem, and so he probably just feels like it's the, youthful rage he has boiling up, getting ready to be unleashed upon this poor guy.
Okay. So you're sort of embracing it, it sounds like.
Oh yeah, this is not his first rodeo.
Okay. So in that case, it sort of something everything starts glowing around you, and then energy start coalescing. And what does your anima look like?
All right. Well, out of the swirling clouds of energy forming, the rev of an engine and the squeal of tires as a 1986 Toyota Triano drifts into view out of the cloud, just wheels squealing across the park.
All right. So you summoned the first anima across the park. So you're sort of at the edge of the park, Martin. And the guy you shot is getting back up. He's bleeding, but clearly still able to fight. In the distance, you see a flash of energy. Something's happening over there. You seem to be trying to ignore the sensation in your head right now. What are you trying to do right now? Are you going to keep trying to focus on escaping, or are you going to take another shot at the guy?
I'll take another shot at the guy.
Okay. Same process.
That
So
was,
roll Dex. Yeah,
plus-
roll Dex plus 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on page 42 of the PDF.
13.
That definitely fucking hits. Damage is
Intelligence plus 4.
Yep.
12.
That kills him. He goes down. But the sensation in your head is overwhelming you at this point.
I was like, what do you want? I took care of the guy.
All right. I want you just hear a voice. I want out.
Well, okay, get out.
All right. Then there's a swirling cloud of energy. And what manifests, Tom?
Oh, tall, half, kind of fish, frog, humanoid creature, wearing purple robes.
Mm-hmm. All right. So at this point, Corvo has defeated 2 of them, and there is only the old man. There's only 2 left. Sorry, I should say, and one of them turns and starts running away, and the other stands to sort of hold it, to protect him, to hold you all off as the other one escapes. So we'll start off with Takumi. What are you going to do?
First, I loudly exclaim, "Oh my god, it's just like my dad's car from when he still lived in Japan."
It vrooms. The engine revs. Sorry.
I feel like I have some sort of connection to this car.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to keep trying to beat the shit out of this guy.
Okay. You feel connected to the car as though you could tell it to do things if you wanted to.
I'm going to make the car run him over.
All right. So that's going to be a junction. That requires you to spend 1 anima point, which you should have calculated. And in that case, let's see here. Using an ability.
It is a fighter anima.
Okay, yeah. So that should be determined. Fighter anima. Where is it? Here it is. It's on page 26. Accuracy is strength plus power minus 1. So roll those 2 stats, subtract 1, and you need to beat a 4 or better. All right.
So 13 to 12.
All right, 12 definitely fucking hits. So damage is going to be strength plus power plus 1. So it's the same 2 dice, but you add 1 this time.
10.
10 minus 6. 4. All right, so you slam into the guy, knocking him down. The other one is running away still. Corvo is collecting himself and the old man, watching the 2 of you. Martin, what are you going to do?
So there's 1 retreating.
1 retreating and 1 guarding him, trying to cover for the other one escaping. Takumi's car slammed into the one holding off you all. So you could try, if you have a range attack, you could just hit the one escaping, or you could.
Yeah, actually,
Focus.
as I'm guessing right now, like I suddenly know that frog monster thing is named Alistair.
All right. Yeah.
There's maybe a vending machine on the corner.
Sure.
He's going to wrench it out of the ground and hurl it at the guy.
All right. That's also going to be a junction, so you have to spend an animal point. And we'll treat this as an attack, so that's intelligence plus range minus 2.
Okay.
But obviously you can hit him from much farther away.
Intelligence plus range? What was that?
So roll, yeah. Intelligence plus range minus 2. And I'll say if you hit him and do at least 1 point of damage, you'll knock him down.
So that's 10 plus...
Well, that's more than enough to hit him. So
13 minus 2. 11.
11. Yeah. All right. Damage is going to be intelligence plus range plus 2. Okay, I see what they do. It's always negative to hit, but plus 2. Well, they yeah. It's interesting.
Okay, well, first intelligence, that's 4.
Mm-hmm.
And it was plus 4, right?
Intelligence plus range plus 2.
Plus 2. Okay.
So add both stats.
That's 11 total.
11. All right. So you almost take him out entirely. He only has 1 hit point left. But that's enough to knock him down. So Corvo finishes off the one that Takumi slams into. I'm not going to bother rolling that. So the three of you can run up. Takumi, all right, the guy is the one that was trying to run away is slowly getting up, picking himself up off the ground after a vending machine slammed into him. Which was, pretty cool looking. How are you going to react? Are you going to take your car and drive up and try and capture him? Or are you just going to look, I don't know.
He threw a knife at me. So he wants to go all out. So, I just envisioned the car doing a donut real quick and then catching traction and just flooring it head first right into him.
Okay. We don't have to roll for that. He only had 1 hit point left. You take him out doing the donut. It's very cool. Or wait, were you trying to capture him or you were just...
no.
Okay. Okay. So the old man says, "My name's Yoshida, but I can explain more later. But there's one more who's linked, another cursed. You're one of the cursed, but there's one who's nearby. I sense them. So meanwhile, let's see here. Persephone.
Yes.
You've been working hard on your mixes in your studio apartment. And your apartment happens to be not too far from the park. In the distance, you can hear some noises, but I don't know how much you would care about that. Could have just been a car accident or something.
We honestly get those every once in a while too. The other college students just having a fender bender, which the cops just constantly having an issue with it. So
yeah.
I don't really. I kind of look up, but I don't really. I'm really more focused on what I'm trying to create here.
So as you're focused on the music, there is a very squeaky part of your floor in your apartment that you can hear when someone steps on. Even when you have your headphones on, you can still hear. And your landlord's been really much of a bastard and by not fixing that. It's very annoying, aggravates you to no end. And that's when you hear it. And you don't have a roommate.
So turning around, taking the headphones off at least one side and then turning around just as quickly as I can. And I don't really have any kind of weapons other than just a fairly heavy case of random mixed CDs that my brother gave me when I started out to sample. So that's why I kind of lug around with me, hoping there's somebody behind me.
Okay, so you turn around,
mm-hmm.
And you grab those to have ready as to defend yourself.
Weapon.
Yeah. There's a man in a business suit. He is not wearing a mask, but he's just. You notice the door to your apartment. Can you see the door to your apartment from where you are?
Yes, it's basic studio apartment.
Yeah, it's open. I think, but he has both his hands behind his back. He's like, Your door was open, and I wanted to tell you.
Then you could have left a note. This is private property, so thank you, but you can go.
Oh, yeah, I will. I'm sorry. I just wanted to. I'm looking for a friend in this building, and I got a little turned around.
Okay, well, that's what knocking and looking at the bottom, because the mailboxes have all the names on there. So. Have a nice day. Bye. Getting up, taking my headphones off, but also putting the case in between me, so in case he just rushed me, I can at least shove it into him.
My friend. I wanted to visit my friend. He starts. He takes a step back. My friend had a nightmare last night, and it was and I wanted to go and console my friend because. She was very scared by it. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Nope. I don't really know what anybody's dreams are about. So that's the that mental process of processing all your unconscious thoughts. Good day. So, and start actually pushing forward on him with the case to try to get him to back off.
Oh, I see. I just really want to find my friend.
Okay, well, she's not in here, so if you don't get out in the next, it's like 5 seconds, I'm going to be calling the police. So,
I see. But
yeah,
can you just
4,
do one small little
3,
favor for me?
2, 1.
Okay.
And at this point, grab it for the cell phone. Like, I don't want any weirdos in my apartment, so.
All right. He's actually well dressed. But yeah, he leaves.
Door shut, locking everything. So, and at this moment, do I know one of my downstairs neighbors?
Sure, if you want.
So, just dialing her cell phone, just see if she's there.
Okay. What's her name?
Margaret. So she's an older tenant. She's actually the manager for the building. So.
Oh, okay. Hello,
Margaret.
Yes.
Hey, there was a guy who got into my apartment. I don't know why, but give the general description. This suit right now. What else did he look like too? Was he, short, tall?
Tall.
Tall.
Pretty menacing looking. Definitely something was off about him.
Yeah. I don't know if he's just walking in. He's spinning some crazy tale about somebody. It's like visiting a friend or something. You might want to call the security or cops or somebody else right now to see if he's escorted out of the building. Because he didn't seem like he was all there.
Okay. Yeah, of course. I'll do that. I'll go and double check. Meanwhile, the three of you, Corvo, Yoshida, Takumi, and Martin, are all walking, following, Yoshida, because he's like, we need to find the next, you're all cursed, and people are going to keep trying to kill you unless you defeat their leader. It's part of an ancient pact, but we have to find, there's another person in that building over there. Yes. Corvo is, you actually see Corvo flying overhead. We need to get to that person.
Listen, yes, man, I'm still in high school. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, once you get the next person, we can all go somewhere safe and explain everything to you. But they're still out here. I just know it. There wouldn't just be that small group. So after you make that call, you turn around. Persephone, you turn around and look at the window and you see an enormous crow. It covers it blocks out the entire window. And it is looking at you and taps on the glass.
Just press myself up. Actually, I almost hit my door hard as I'm backing up against the wall. I don't have anything. I don't have bread. Go.
It has hands and it's tapping on the glass and indicating it wants you to open the window.
No.
You hear a knock on your door. It's the man's voice. Is something the matter?
Yeah, you and personal boundaries. Go the fuck away.
It sounded like you were startled by something.
God. That's none of your goddamn business. Get the hell out of my apartment building now.
I would very much like to see what startled you.
I don't care. You're 5 seconds before I was like, actually, no, but calling the cops now. So I'm pulling out my cell phone.
Zero signal.
Oh, God, no.
I don't think they will be helping you. Let me in.
So,
knock.
I am gonna pull my futon in front of the front of the door.
The crow is tapping incessantly on the window now.
I'm scared to death too. So after I pull that out, I'm just running into the bathroom and locking the door.
All right. Your head starts feeling like a little warm. And like something. Man, it's a weird kind of pain. Not quite like any headache you've had before. Meanwhile, the three of you are following around. Yoshida goes to the front, the entrance of this building. It's a 3-story like apartment building. But a middle-aged woman is at the door, locking it, and Yoshida's like, "Hey, let us in." He's like, "Who are you?" We're here to see the person in the third floor. That apartment. He's pointing up at the room that Corvo is looking in. Yes, we are that person's family, long lost family. Yes. The woman looks very skeptical. Yoshida looks at both of you. It's like, come on. Martin, are you gonna step in?
You're like you'll have to forgive him. He's a little, he's a good person, but he's old. And all there. But yes, we're here to see a friend who lives in the building.
What's your friend's name?
Can I like see what window the crow is hovering outside?
Yeah, you saw what window that was.
Yeah, is there like a directory?
There are mailboxes off to your left.
Like, just kind of look to see like what floor about that.
Yeah, you can give me a intelligence check to see if you can figure that, skim the name off of it before.
Oh yay, let's do this shit. Nope.
Damn. Takumi, are you gonna do anything?
Yeah, like I in my backpack, I pull out one of the orders that I would deliver. It's like I have a delivery for third floor. Can I take this in?
Oh,
I'm not with them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I guess. Sure. Do you know what room? What apartment?
No, it looks like the steam smudged the marker off of it. I was just gonna leave it on the third floor landing.
Oh, well, if you give it to me, I can take it up.
No, my dad wouldn't appreciate that. That's my job.
Okay, you can give me a charisma check.
That's great because his charisma is hot shit.
That's better than mine, that's for sure.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, you needed a 4. He said, "Well, yeah, no, I can't. I mean, if you don't know the apartment, I can't just let you in. This is, we just had a disturbance. That's so meanwhile, Persephone, you hear the man breaking down the front door.
Oh God. No, this can't
And there's
be
just
happening.
incessant tapping. Well, actually, the tapping stops as soon as the door busts open. Yoshida is like, "Oh no." Corvo flies down to you two, to the rest of you, and whispers to Yoshida. She's just like, but there's an intruder in that apartment right now. And he starts trying to shove his way through past the middle-aged woman. And so, Persephone, what are you going to do?
I'm just panicking because am I hearing the knocking on the bathroom door now?
No, he busted up the front door and then it went quiet.
So I tried to check my phone again too. Am I still feeling that pressure in my head, or
It's building up. It's getting worse.
Oh God, no! I don't have time for a migraine right now. Stress migraine keep hitting on the phone. I'll go ahead and crack the door just slightly.
Okay.
See if I can see anything from the.
Give me an intelligence check to see if you can spot him before he spots you.
Okay.
I'll make this an opposed check.
Okay.
He is not very smart. No, he cannot succeed that. So I said he was not very smart. So, yeah, you see him. He is stalking. He has a knife out, and he is wearing a wooden mask. And he is looking under your desk now. But you have a small apartment. It's only a matter of time before he gets to the bathroom.
Do I
your
have
headache is actually like splitting now. You can almost hear. You actually at this point just hear a voice And it says, let me out. Let me out.
Just going around, trying to shake it off too. It's like, I can't go insane right now. Do I have enough of a clearance to basically make it to the door to try to run out of it? Because did he just break it over, or?
Yeah, it's off its hinges, it looks like.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to try to run for it, although, because I'm not thinking about this. So would that be another opposed roll for Dex?
Yep.
Okay.
He is better at Dex.
Good job.
Oh, tied.
Oh.
In that case, whoever, how many hit points do you have?
Let's see, 12.
All right. Ties go to the person with the most hit points. Actually, that's for initiative checks. I haven't checked for ability checks, but in this case, I'll just say you're slightly pluckier.
Okay.
Because you have more hit points.
But I tumble out of the door probably because I'm just holding to my head.
Yeah. While he's bent over, so you're barely outside the apartment, but he is building up steam and running behind you. But as you're doing that, you were actually blinded with pain, as just everything goes white. You can't see anything, and the voice is thundering in your head. Let me out.
Just holding my head. Yeah, I definitely kind of tripped near the stairwell. Do I see him running towards me?
No, you can't see anything. You are blinded with pain. The voice, you feel like something is hammering inside your skull. Let me out. It's just over and over again.
And I tell him right now why. I sit there holding my head. Just fine.
All right. So there's a burst of magical energy. And what is your anima?
It's the anima itself seems to blossom from the ground with a lot of fanfare and blue green lighting that just kind of erupts from it. It appears to be just a general sculpture that seems to be made of multiple different brass instruments that just is producing this melodic sound, even though it's not all brass. It seems to be just a combination of different musical styles that keeps repeating over and over again.
Okay.
But it's as soon as it does, it seems very soothing and calming.
All right. So what is your anima going to do? Dancing in September.
Yeah. So it immediately faces the man in the mask and just starts. That's like it's almost a barrage of upbeat funk music that goes through, and suddenly you see him stop, and that's like something washes over him. Whatever his fantasy or his that's like his greatest happiest that's like moment is right now, he is starting to relive it. So where he is and seems to be completely trapped running in circles, but he seems to be very happy about it.
All right, so that's you're a magician type,
I'm a magician, so yeah, so that will be
all right, so this will be I'll just see this as a non-guardian ability, a non-attacking ability, so you just need to make an int plus range -2 check. And if you beat his intelligence check, which is a D4, he will be stunned as he is living those memories over and over again.
Okay, so int plus range. So we roll those separately. Okay. Oh yeah. So let's see. So that'll be 2d12. Yeah. I think. Well, where'd that +3 come from?
You rolled 2d12.
Oh yeah. Sorry. So yeah. He's and -1. That'd be 14.
Well, no. It's so they're both d12s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. He is overwhelmed, and he drops onto his knees. All of you downstairs can hear the commotion. And Yoshida, the middle-aged woman, Margaret, is sort of stunned, doesn't know what to do. Yoshida shoves past her. I assume Takumi and Martin, you are going to follow?
Yes.
Okay. So you two follow up, and you see the brass golem, the brass instrument golem, stunning, literally magically stunning another assassin in a wooden mask. And Yoshida's, excellent, let's go. We need to get away before more show up.
Who are you?
No time to explain. We have to find safety. You're being hunted by assassins because you're cursed.
Also,
okay.
Can you read the number on this? I actually did have a delivery up here.
Okay, yeah, you did.
I was asking her.
It's not Persephone. It was her neighbor.
I can't eat.
No, it wasn't yours. Thank you. I'm gonna go drop this off real quick. But yeah, we need to get you out of here.
All right.
Wait, what? What's the?
So yeah, the four of you run and make your way several blocks away until Yoshida points out a closed down Spirit Halloween that has been left abandoned for a long time. Says we'll go in there. Nobody will look in there for months. And you easily find your way in thanks to Martin. I assume, Martin, you know how to find your way into locked buildings pretty easily.
Very well.
Yep. So, the four of you are inside the building now, and Yoshida starts pacing around a little bit. Did all of you have a nightmare about someone being hunted down and killed by men in wooden masks, perhaps?
Like the guy who just literally tried to kill me in a wood mask?
Yes.
Yeah, but I thought it was just, the fact that I watched Pulse the other night that made me kind of more paranoid.
He looks at you, Martin. And did you?
Yep.
And did you? He looks at you, Takumi.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess I had a nightmare. I don't know.
You were, unfortunately, you have been cursed. But there's an upside to this curse. Let me explain.
Please do.
Magic is real, but it is really an alien science of hypergeometry. In which conscious thought can be used to mold and shape reality. And these sorcerers have learned to make pacts with powerful beings, the great old ones, in order to gain power. And one sorcerer here in this very city has made a pact with Yog-Sothoth, the gate and the key, the master of reality, and the opener and closer of portals. Unfortunately, this pact is to grant some wish that the sorcerer wishes fulfilled. Unfortunately, I do not know what this wish is, nor do I know who the sorcerer is. But Yog-Sothoth cannot simply grant a wish. It takes energy to do this. And the way the pact works is that the sorcerer builds up an energy and then releases it into the world, and it finds its way into a number of random people in the area, a nearby area. They are granted power that grows within them until they gain their own powers, which you are among those chosen. Unfortunately, this power is only to be harvested later on. You are all linked, and you can always be tracked down by the sorcerer and his own anima, which is a avatar of Yog-Sothoth.
Seems like a really inefficient process.
It is worth it because he can alter reality. Anything his heart desires, he can have. It is so he cannot. This wish cannot come true until every linked person is killed. So this can only end in a way with either the sorcerer being destroyed or forced to give up his quest, or you all die. He can always track you down, although when you're together, it actually creates interference, so he cannot pinpoint you as easily as he can when you're alone. Something about resonances or something. I know this because this happened to me years ago, and there were over 30 of us who were linked. But I was the only one to survive. But I survived, and I get to keep my powers. Of course, your power is an anima, a being that you can manifest and control. With time, you can learn how to use its abilities and even gain new abilities with it. But mine is Corvo, and I've learned how to sense these disturbances in reality, and I've tried to help others because, well, these wishes always cause more harm then, well, they are only the most evil and wicked of people would even try to make such a pact. And I fear that this pact in particular could bring grievous harm to the world. And I live in the world, and I don't like it. I don't want that to happen. I keep all my stuff here. Yes.
Well, yeah, that I'd rather not, since living here is nice. But like, why did it target us? Not being part of a cult.
Well, perhaps you have just a strong natural energy within you, a strong natural will. Something about you stands out. You have an innate aptitude for the occult. Had you found a grimoire at an early age, perhaps you would have become a sorcerer. I do not know for certain, but it's always perhaps you were simply close when the sorcerer did this ritual. It's maybe a combination thereof, but I do not know. All I know is we must find the sorcerer and put an end to him, or he'll, well, undoubtedly kill me for interfering at this point. I'm sure his minion has gotten word back that there's another, anima user. But yes.
Well, how many of those guys in masks do they have?
Well, those are probably many. Had we captured one, we could have found out more about this organization. I do not know if it's a cult or some other group. There are many shadowy organizations that would use the occult for power.
God, this is more stressful than my rivalry with the Takahashi brothers.
Do they have occult powers?
No, they both drove Mazda RX-7s. They were really fast.
Oh, I see. Yes, well, I can. There are various things we can do to hunt them, but I do not know of your skills and aptitudes. Perhaps you should all introduce each other. My name is Yoshida. I make a living stealing things to survive and fighting dark forces of the occult. I live off the grid.
I'm a high school student who delivers tofu for his dad.
Oh, well, that's.
Oh, wait! I think you've delivered something over to the library before, haven't you?
Fujiwara tofu? Yeah, that's us.
Yeah, no, I get you every other Thursday. That's why I think I recognize you, or at least your brother. So
I don't have a brother.
Oh, then it's just you.
My dad.
I guess.
It's me and my dad.
Okay, so.
Yeah, I'm Martin, and I also steal things, but I'm really good at it.
Okay. So my name's Persephone. I'm a student over at Miskatonic, but so trying to become a more professional DJ. Look up HBO /1986/intro.
I literally have no idea what you just said.
It's a stage name, asshole.
So,
I don't even really live here. I'm just renting an apartment here temporarily.
Well, tell me, Mr. Martin, you said your name was?
Yeah, Martin.
Do you have friends in unsavory places, friends who might be able to get information?
Yeah, of course. I know most of the fences on the East Coast.
Do you think they could find out who, certainly killers wearing suits and wooden masks armed with knives would be distinctive. Perhaps they could reveal information about this group for us?
Yeah, it's possible for the right price.
Oh, how much do you think that would cost?
I'd probably get a discount. I make all my fences a lot of money, and someone threatening me could be a problem.
Mm-hmm. So, do you have enough that you're able to pay for that now, or do we have to go and acquire some funds to get this information?
I can afford it, no problem.
Okay. Well, we just
I'll make some phone calls.
Be careful about who to call and who to trust. But make your call. So who are you going to call?
Just my diamond fence in the basically in the local area.
Let's see here. We'll say her name is Angel, and she's a jazz singer at Arkham's finest jazz club.
Like, would she be there at this time, or would it?
Yeah, for you, of course.
Like, yeah, I think so. Wait, like, we need to get over to the Opal Club.
The Opal Club. Okay. Yes. Takumi, your anima is very unusual. It's a vehicle.
Yep, it appears so.
Could we use your anima to go there?
Yeah, I can show you some of my skills.
Well, we should try to remain incognito as much as possible.
Oh, well, I'll get us there.
Okay. But wait, all of you, we could, before we go there, we could do some practicing if you wanted to or do you feel comfortable with your anima and its abilities?
I feel like I got the idea.
I still bet I don't know what this thing is right now. Just looking over, are they still summoned or
no? Well, they disappeared when you ran off, but yeah. So you could try. You should try and remanifest it.
Just like I don't even know what this is right now. I can't even imagine how this came of my mind right now. Just this. It's like how do you even bring it out? Do you just concentrate on it or?
Yes, you must want it to appear.
All right. I guess I felt kind of calmer about it, so maybe I can figure out something. All right. Someday you remember dancing in September, and the minute that line goes off, it appears again.
Excellent.
Yeah, yes. Like Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yes, your anima, they will disappear if you go unconscious. Obviously, they're linked to you if you die, and any damage suffered by the anima is suffered by you. So some anima are silent extensions of your will. Others have more of a personality. Corvo is mostly helpful. Occasionally, he can be a bit standoffish. I suppose that they have some unresolved inner problems. I'm not sure, but Martin, you feel comfortable with your anima?
Yeah, I mean, I guess he seems nice.
Mm-hmm. You feel comfortable using him?
Well, he can throw some shit. That was amazing.
Yes, that was quite useful. Yes, all anima have unique abilities. Seldom will you see the same ability more than once in any anima. Of course, there aren't many of us. Most of us are killed as part of these pacts, but there are other circumstances that can bring about them. Exposure to certain artifacts, occult artifacts, or certain, there are darker ways, but anytime a human is exposed to powerful occult energies, arcane energies, this sort of thing can happen. We seem to be susceptible to this, but mostly it's most of these pacts, wizards making wishes and killing a lot of people to make it happen. The world is very dark. I'm sorry. This is probably not a good day for you. But we should go. Takumi, let us step outside and drive to the Opal Club. Do you know where that is?
I think I've delivered there before.
Okay. All right, so all of you step outside. Takumi, I assume, summons. What is the name of your anima?
Toyota 86.
Toyota 86. All right, I just wanted for the record. And the four of you drive to the Opal Club. What are you all talking about on the way over?
The handling this thing's amazing.
Are you going to show off, Takumi?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay, how much are you showing off? Showing off enough? Are you going to have to make a junction check?
Every turn is a drift.
Okay, go ahead. I guess roll. Let's see here. What would be probably speed plus dex, and spend an animal point.
17.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Why? Oh God.
Yeah, this is about as good as drifting gets. It's not the mathematically perfect drifting, but it's close.
Yeah, my friend Iske was telling me about this car. It doesn't have any like brakes, so it allows you to go in these turns a lot faster and pull off crazy maneuvers.
Yeah, you're just drifting perfectly. It's like some drifting anime, but we won't focus about that.
Initially, that's what I thought.
Martin, how are you handling all this drifting?
I'm just like when the curve gets you tight, just kind of put a hand up to the roof to steady myself. Like it's good.
All right. So you drift into a parking spot perfectly right in front of the Opal Club. And so as you all walk in, there's a bouncer there. I'll say it's early afternoon, so he's just kind of reading the newspaper as they are beginning to clean up and prepare for the night show. He's like, "What are you doing here?"
Like, sorry, what'd you say her name was?
Angel.
It's like, yeah, I need to see Angel. Just
all right. This you're rolling with a crew now?
yeah, things have gotten a little sideways.
Huh. All right. Well, Angel, yeah, the rest of you, yeah, go on up. I'll let her know. He makes a text on his phone. No, I don't have to pat you all down for weapons, do I?
Yeah. Actually, I'm still holding my case. I'm still holding all my CD case.
All right, yeah. You just got a death grip on it. Yeah. So yeah, a small, elderly, twitchy Japanese man, hunched over, constantly looking around. Takumi, sort of like, oh yeah, Takumi, your cell phone blows up.
Oh, yeah, I answer it.
Where are you? We have orders.
Oh, sorry, Dad. I'm working on it. We just had an issue at the. I got jumped at the park.
I mean, yeah. Local news said there was gunshots and a shooting there. Someone. They found like there's two people in the hospital or maybe dead. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I had nothing to do with that. Bye, Dad.
He immediately calls you back.
Hello.
What do you mean? You get back here.
I got deliveries to make. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
He calls you right back.
Yeah, I just mute it.
All right, you start getting voicemails.
Yeah, hey guys, maybe we can kind of hurry this up. I got to get back to the shop.
So the four of you, so that's what you're doing as you're walking up to the office of the Angel's not only the headline singer, she's also runs the club. She is a beautiful but middle-aged, some stately matriarch of the hospitality industry, I guess we would say. She is already dolled up in a beautiful evening dress and makeup on, and she says, "Oh, Martin, how do you just grace my office with your presence? How kind of you."
Like, Angel, how's it going? Pleasure as always.
I see you brought some new friends. I didn't know you. I thought you always worked alone. I had all these opportunities for you.
The situation's gotten a little dicey.
Oh, are you involved in that park nonsense?
Like, so a group of guys tried to kill me.
Oh.
And them.
Oh. Well, and y'all just going to be sticking together then?
Until we find out what's going on. I was hoping maybe you might be able to find something out. I'm always going to make it worth your while.
Well, we can worry about that later. But yeah, tell me, what do you know about the people who tried to harm that pretty face of yours?
Well, they were wearing wooden masks.
Oh, little circles on them?
Yeah, little circles on them.
Oh, well, that's not good.
Do you know who they are?
Well, they it's a new crew. Not sure where they came from, but they've been making a lot of trouble in the last few weeks here in Arkham. They're very creepy, but very polite. But yeah, there was a rare book dealer, Armitage, who didn't play with them. Wouldn't sell them something, and I have I have little birds who work with a PD, and they told me security cameras caught men in wooden masks with little circles on them going into his house before he was found dead and his place ransacked. So it's some sort of new criminal outfit. Now, I know what he was. I don't know exactly what was stolen from Armitage, but I do know that there's this place. It's an old yacht club. Well, it used to be a yacht club. It's sort of closed up now, and some of my boys have seen these people coming in and out of that yacht club.
Really?
So that's yeah. So if you can, they've started muscling in on some of the dealers, around here, and they've started making inquiries about dealing in here, and they seem to be slowly positioning themselves to take over the city, which no one here very much cares for, but nobody knows a whole lot about them, and people are kind of uncertain about how strong they are, how dangerous they are. So
I can tell you they definitely made a mistake coming after me.
I'm sure they did, sugar. So yeah, I can give you the address of the yacht club where where some of them were, or I can give you some of the information, give you Armitage's address. Maybe you can figure out what they wanted. Maybe that'll give you some idea of their plans.
We should probably check them both out.
Okay. Well, you take care now. If you find out anything about these hooligans and whatnot, I'll pass it on to interested customers who would be very appreciative. But I'll tell my boys to keep that they're no longer welcome here.
Sounds good. I'm gonna see to this so we can get back to business. The diamonds aren't going anywhere.
Oh, you know my heart. Well, it was a pleasure meeting y'all. I hope I get to see you under less strained circumstances. Come back, any night. I'm singing 3 nights a week.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if I'm allowed to be here.
Do you ever do mixed nights?
Well, we've talked about doing something like that. We could work something out.
Damn, I don't have my wallet with me. I'm sorry. I don't have my cards.
Oh, don't worry. Just come by again. My boys will recognize you.
Okay, or just like a HBO 1986 intro. You'll find it.
And don't worry, she grabs your cheeks and pinches at Takumi. I won't tell if you won't.
Yeah, he gets really shy after that and really awkward.
All right. So the Yoshida is like, I bought one of these cell phones. Well, I stole it from somebody, but there's a number taped to the back. See, you can call me that. I should find us, and you should give me that number. I can find us secure lodgings that they won't be able to find as easily. I'm not, but we should. They won't be able to find me they can't track me automatically. So I can provide a safe house for us at least for tonight. at least that their human goons won't be able to find. I don't know how powerful the sorcerer is. The ritual, the pact is actually very easy to do as they go. So everyone from inexperienced wizards to, well, very dangerous sorcerers tries it. Well, can try it. But perhaps you three should, investigate. Yes?
Yes, we shall.
Yeah.
Thanks, Angel.
Well, that was Yoshida. But yeah. Angel, you leave Angel's office and leave the club. So yeah, at this point, you have two leads, Armitage's office and the yacht club.
Well, so in Armitage's office, is that over at the university?
Nope, he was a book dealer.
Book dealer. Okay,
it's near the university, though.
Okay. Would I have passed by it on a regular basis, or?
You recognize the street. So
okay.
It appears to be a private residence. So. Okay.
Well, I guess we can go over there, maybe see, maybe get lucky to see if he's not home or something, or
no, he's dead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we'll be breaking in.
Yeah, he is dead. They murdered him for something. So, but yeah, so you can go there first and then hit the yacht club. I would say his office is closer than the yacht club because it's on the thing. But, more driving. You do not need to make another check to Tokyo drift your way across Arkham to go to Armitage. You park outside the street. He lived in a brownstone. There's police tape around the front door. Around all and the back door. So, and there is a patrol car sitting outside with cops. Looks like they still a crime scene.
So how do we distract them?
It's a very good question. You can always call Yoshida for advice. Or you can you have supernatural powers.
That's true.
So who is this guy? Why are we here? Like, I don't understand.
Armitage was a book dealer that the masked men killed and ransacked his house. So
he might have that. He might have something that we can use, or at least get more information on.
Yeah, but we're just gonna break into his place.
Well, technically, it's already broken into. So
yeah, but you can probably get clues about like what your enemy is up to or after by investigating this place, or clues about them.
Yeah. Well, we might be able to see that right now, but we just need the kind of distraction. And besides, this guy over here says he's a thief anyway, so this should just be right up his alley.
Yeah, I guess.
So, and it's not like we're taking anything from him to just take it right now. We need to figure out why these guys really want to kill us, or besides the fact that we're holding apparently a piece of a spirit that they awoke in us.
I just realized, Mr. Thief Man, my dad called. He said we probably killed some people earlier.
Like, yeah, don't worry about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the attitude I want to hear. So, okay, just
not worrying about that.
Hey, sometimes people die. It happens.
Oh, you just need to shut the fuck up.
Like, hey, in case you haven't noticed, those people were trying to kill us. So how about you shut the fuck up?
No. So,
like, all right, well, next time some cultist tries to kill you, don't come crying to me.
I won't.
All right, I'm going in.
All right, how are you going in?
Well, the quiet, stealthy route.
All right, so let's see here. You can try to sneak around the cop, but basically, he's basically on a brownstone, and there's like a row of them. But they have little front yards, and you could just start at the end of the block and sneak through all of those front yards until you're in a position where you're behind the fence, where basically, yeah, you'd have to go at the edge of the block and then just sneak through the front yards of all the brownstones.
I have an idea.
You could also go try and jump rooftop to rooftop and get into the roof. Those are the two ways you can see, obviously.
Okay.
I'll do the rooftops.
Wait, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
The normal people can't see our animas.
Your car has a special ability that it can be seen as a normal car.
Look, I can make a distraction for us if you'd like. The cop might take the bait.
Well, if we're gonna do this, just it's like maybe it's go the two-prong, because how many police are out in front of there?
Just one.
Oh, just one? Okay. Well, that's not a bad idea, but in the same case, if something goes wrong here, we might need to get away.
Well, I mean, I can just make the car appear where I want it to.
Fair enough. So, okay, yeah, why don't you try to at least Tokyo drift it out and see if he takes the bait. So I know if you yell, I know from watching Super Troopers that one time, if you yell "fucking pig," they'll just go for it.
I got something better.
All right, I just trust you. You have a license, don't you?
No.
No.
I'm not going to be driving it.
Oh, you're not going to?
It's going to be doing its own thing.
Wait, it drives on its own?
Yeah. It's pretty fucking sweet.
Actually, it's kind of cool, so. All right.
What's your range, Takumi?
My range is 1d4.
Okay.
So it won't go very far.
It will not go very far.
It doesn't need to. It just needs to whip around the corner real fast, blasting Deja Vu by Dave Rogers.
Yeah, I believe range is so it'd be like 4 times the highest die roll. So a D4 means 12 meters, so 36 feet. So yeah, you could go around the corner with him.
Well, let me roll that real quick.
I would say, this is a junction for, to distract the cops. I would say it's probably going to be range plus charisma.
Oh boy.
Yeah. That's going to be a low action. All right. That's enough. The cop is not going to be... You have a brief window of opportunity now for the two of you to get in, or for all three of you to get in. So he's not going to be distracted very long. He's just going to turn the corner and see that the car's gone. It's like, well, fuck, damn kids. So he's not particularly incensed by it. But you have a brief period of time which to get into the house. So how are you going to do it? Are you just going to try the front door?
I'm going to go rooftops.
Okay. All right, that would be a dex check unless you want to use your anima to help.
For now, I'm trying like it's like a new thing. Like, okay, like I'm a professional. I don't normally do this, so I'm gonna try it on my own.
Okay.
First.
All right. Go ahead and roll dex. If you fail, you will take some damage because you'll fall.
7.
All right, you make it. And
it's
so you're
kind of like parkour across the roofs.
Yep. You parkour across the roofs, and there's an open window, or an unlocked window in the attic, so you can crawl in through there. So the two of you still downstairs. You can try the front door really quickly while the cop is distracted, or you can do something else.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and see about the front door. That honestly seems like the easiest way to get in, unless you have a thought about that, Takumi.
No, it works for me.
Okay.
Actually unlocked. So the two of you crawl in. I assume you don't want to break the police tape.
No.
Okay. So
quietly use our foot to close the door.
Yep. So you get back just in time as your Takumi's anima disappears. The cop starts heading back to the house, and now the three of you are inside the building, Armitage's house. So you can now investigate.
Also, defying physics, the car's in the house with us too.
Okay. You just remanifested. It's in the living room.
Yeah, just idling.
Yeah.
Can you keep it down?
I think it's fine.
Well, if you hear a car idling in the middle of a house.
Yeah, you won't expect that, so you'll probably just try and ignore it because you think you're going fucking crazy.
Actually, look, hey, I don't think other normal people can see these things.
Well, I know that's not true because he just chased it. But
Yeah,
maybe
I would say that's part of your anima abilities that normal people can't see it because it's a fucking car. Because you can't drive if your car's invincible and you're just floating around.
would look fucking sick.
Honestly, that's like the most JoJo thing about that.
Yeah.
So you go Wonder Woman's invisible jet on everything.
Yeah, but I didn't catch it, so that's canon now.
It's a 4-cylinder. It's not that loud.
Yeah.
Unless I want it to be.
So how do you want to investigate the house?
Actually, I'm going to case it like I was going to rob the place.
Okay.
That sounds like intelligence. Yeah.
Yep.
I wonder if there's a flashlight in this car.
2.
No, there is not.
Okay.
There are headlights.
Yeah, I'll turn the headlights on.
Okay. Are you going to make a junction? 2, you can't. Well, it's a house. It's kind of been ransacked.
Can I do basically? Because have we found this way up to a study?
Yeah. You can. You find a study.
Intelligence check to check over his books or library to see if there's something that wasn't taken or opened specifically.
Yeah.
Okay. 10.
10. Yeah. There you actually find a button hidden in one of the bookshelves, like along the top of one of the sections on a bookshelf. You push it,
this
and
is rad.
The wall pops open a little bit.
Ooh. Is it like a full doorway, or is it just like a compartment to hide something?
You'd have to pull it open. It looks door sized.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So oh god, secret entrance, awesome.
Okay. So it reveals a set of stairs leading down.
Guys, we found something. Just use my cell phone light.
Okay.
As we're going down, so unless anybody else has a brighter one.
Yeah, it is too big for your car to manifest.
Damn.
Yeah. Downside of having a car-sized anima.
That's you.
So, who's heading down first? Persephone?
Yes.
Okay. So, Martin's next, I guess.
Yeah, I'll go next.
Okay.
And I'll be lookout at the top of the stairs.
Okay. All right. So the two of you head down, and it reveals a small stonework chamber. It is quite damp down here. You're guessing that this is actually part of the sewers that have been walled off and separated. Like from centuries old, but that's kind of the vibe you get. But there are more bookshelves here. They look untouched. But there's a large table in the middle of the room, and on that table is a massive mirror. And then there is a velvet bag on a little pedestal next to the mirror.
Somebody was a bit full of themselves.
Well, when you look at the mirror, it actually doesn't reflect. It's like a dark glass. Like it's like looking through a window that's looking out into a dark night. Like you don't see your own reflection in it.
Not gonna worry. Does that seem disconcerting to you guys?
Mildly.
Okay. What's it? Do I pick up the velvet bag? What's in there?
Like a powder. That's
Look
what
around.
it feels like. You open the bag?
Yes. Although I'm putting it away from my face just in case there's any after, because powders and bags seem to be. I've been to parties like that before, and it never ends well.
There is a white powder in the bag.
So apparently this our professor was really really into heavy partying.
Mm-hmm. Well, it does not. It has a slightly different consistency than Bolivian marching powder. So,
Bolivian marching powder. I like that.
So, yeah. What are you gonna do?
I guess, are there any other journals or anything?
There are bookshelves lining the walls.
All right, hand the not China white to Martin, and go over and start looking through each of the books to see if I can find anything.
Give me an intelligence check.
Okay. 10 again.
All right. You find a book that is handwritten notes. These books, by the way, these book cases have glass sort of things and seem to be environmentally sealed. but you can pop them open. They seem to have their own power supply to prevent the books from getting too damp. And you open up this book. It's handwritten like Mirror of Ling operating instructions and notes. Basic procedure.
That's not disconcerting.
Basic procedure. The mirror is actually a sapient being. It can only be use the powder, the black lotus powder to activate the mirror. Then it can be interrogated for questions. And there's more instructions. There are. It can foresee all of time and space if you ask it the right questions. There's a lot of equations and stuff like that, but that seems to be the basic thing, is to pour a line of this black lotus powder onto the mirror.
So I think what we have right now is a magic 8-ball dimensional mirror. So grabbing the powder from Martin. Okay. So look around. What was your thing again? Looking at Martin. What did your thing do?
I think it hurls heavy objects with its mind. Is that right? Yeah, that's right.
So it's yeah.
Yeah.
What does it look like again?
It's basically like it's like a deep one wizard wearing robes of Dagon.
All right, that's not disconcerting. Okay, you may want to have something ready to throw at the mirror just in case it goes bad. So, because again, this is the first idea I've had. I was even aware cult things even existed, so we might want to be careful. Also, I think we need to be careful about each of our questions. So you said we could answer 3 questions.
Any questions?
Oh, any questions? Okay, thought there was a limit before we were, just dead. So. Okay. All right. Is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Might as well be.
I peek down the stairs. I'm like, are those drugs?
No, it's not. It's not drugs. It's apparently.
Why are you putting on a mirror?
Well, that's what the book says to do.
What?
It's a cult crap. Get down here.
Oh my God. You might be killed someone. We're breaking into buildings. Now we're doing drugs?
We're not doing drugs. So if anything else, the mirror is doing drugs, and we're not the mirror.
Oh, so the mirror snorts the cocaine. You don't snort it. Okay. All right, let's...
We're getting inanimate objects high, so it's fine. All right. So I pour the line. Is it just a line of it that needs to be on the mirror?
Yeah, it does seem to be vague about those things. So yeah, you can just pour a line.
You know what? I'll actually do a more intricate design pattern on there. I'll actually do the HBO 1986 intro logo.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
You do that. The mirror flares with energy, and you hear who wants to do drugs with the magic mirror?
I told you. It was drugs.
So there is an unearthly face appearing on the mirror. It's heavily distorted, and the perspective keeps shifting. Vaguely humanoid. It says, I am the Mirror of Ling, and I have...
Enjoy getting fucked up?
Yes, on Black Lotus powder. The finest of all narcotics. You should definitely do so. Wait, oh. Where's Armitage? Oh, hey. A party, finally. Armitage is such a loner. Wait.
Well,
he's dead. Oh.
He still is, kind of, unfortunately.
No, that happens.
So, I'm sorry.
To tell them that happens.
Yeah, we're sorry to wake you, but...
Don't be!
Okay, well, I'm honestly happy you're a bit friendly. You're the first ones outside of our friend who had the crow that told us we had powers. So,
oh, yes, Yoshida and Corvo, yes!
Yeah. So, we have some questions about this cult that apparently is trying to kill us, that's controlling this...
It's not a cult!
Then what is it?
A criminal syndicate.
Thought
that
that's
is
what it was.
that is trying to use it's like trying to summon an evil entity.
Yes.
That sounds pretty cultish to me.
Well, they just want to make money and gain power. Magic is just a means to accomplish that.
Okay, well, that being said, how do we stop them without dying?
Kill the leader.
And who is the leader?
Or banish him to another universe.
Okay, fair enough.
Nameless.
So they have no name?
Yes, they used a ritual. He used a ritual to destroy his own name. He killed his birth parents, everyone who knew him, and obliterated it. Even I cannot reveal his name, for it has been erased from the universe.
So
you just don't know his name, is what you're telling us.
Yeah.
How dare you? I'm insulted. I won't answer any more questions.
Will you do it for some more coke?
That's not cocaine. It's black lotus powder. You should do some. It's good for your skin.
I'm really sorry. I'm
gonna look at Alistair like, is that stuff really good for your skin?
Alistair.
I can see Alistair just shrugs.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't know.
Oh, good God. Okay. So, all right. I can't. It's like, would you like some more of this to answer our questions and apology?
Yes, just in a line. Don't get fancy with it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I worked as a barista at one point, so I'm sorry.
Yes, I know. You weren't as good as you thought as you were at that. Everyone laughed behind your back.
I was 19.
My
first job.
But that's still funny to me. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes.
Start holding out on this thing. So.
What are your, what questions did you want?
Okay, well, where can we find this cult to stop them? Where are they hiding?
Oh, you want to find where Nameless is?
Well, yes, because if we stop Nameless, then it's like we can basically blast his Voldemort ass into the unknown.
Oh, well, he's at the, he's on the move right now, but he'll be at the, if you head out to the Aqua Hotel, you'll catch him.
Do you have a route?
Well, the yacht club will lead you to the submarine, which then can take you to the Aqua Hotel. Do you know what if you don't know what the Aqua Hotel is?
No.
Why don't you can you tell us about the Aqua Hotel?
Well, you know that .com billionaire that invested a lot into Massachusetts? You know the one.
Oh, I think I stole from him once, yeah.
Yes, that one. Yes, him. He built a hotel for underwater people. He was going to, he thought building, and he made it very large. And then he found out it wasn't safe. So he abandoned it. But
Wait.
What?
So he just built Sea Lab?
No, it's not that far down. It's like under 100 feet of water.
So is the whole thing flooded?
No, it's structurally sound. It's not safe for long-term habitation. Mold.
Oh,
Mold.
Also, the dreams of the Deep One colony.
Actually, look at Alistair like it nods yes.
Okay, well, that seems like that's been an issue. Are they taking people down there to sacrifice them?
No, it's just got a very large underground space that no one is aware of, so he can perform his unspeakable rituals of evil.
Okay. Like where can we get an invite on there to the yacht? So do we need one, or can we just sneak on?
Well, if you go to the yacht club and steal the submarine, you could go right there.
I don't know how to pilot a submarine.
It's got autopilot.
Oh, thank God this world's idiot-proof universe.
It's very large and very dangerous down there.
Oh, good God. I assume just... is there anything we should look out for that's really dangerous to us?
I don't know.
Give him more lotus powder. He's getting sad.
It's like,
Last
I'm
hit.
back.
Last hit.
Oh, yes. Yes. even Yoshida doesn't know this, but he can send unnatural beings to you to kill you.
Okay, well, how will he know he's there? Will he sense us, or?
Yes, you have basically a tracking beacon on each of your souls.
Okay. Well, Yoshida said that if we're together, it kind of makes it hard to track him, like we're creating interference. Is there something we can do to create more interference?
Well, I suppose there's one way.
Okay.
You should take me with you and find a person you don't like and put me in front of them.
Okay.
Okay, well, wait, what's going to happen to the person?
Something bad, right?
Well, yes. I mean, if I'm removed from this room, which has all the wards, and someone gazes upon me, I can... That's the body.
All right, let's do this.
Whoa. Did you say possessed body?
Yes.
Why would we let you do that?
Oh, well, then I could do more drugs, and that would be great. And oh yes, I could do an obfuscation ritual for you.
Okay, so if we give you more drugs now, you could do that for us without the possession.
Nope, not without a body.
Dude, let's just get one of the cultist bodies. We'll give him that one.
Living.
They're going to kill you otherwise.
Okay, wait. Okay, what if we
cop outside?
Yeah, we could.
We got in here. Yeah. I don't know how the fuck we're getting out.
Okay, well, wait.
That cop killed somebody and got away with it.
There you go. That's all the reason I need.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He deals drugs on the side.
Can you show me this as proof?
Yes, bring him here. Or ask him for drugs.
Okay.
He'll sell them to you.
Okay, so can you do it down here then? This possession thing?
No, you can just take me up to the study. I can't do it in this room. It's warded.
Okay, so do we have your promise that you won't possess any of us?
I can't. You have anima.
Yeah, see, we're fine.
Okay,
yeah,
or anybody else that we say that you can't possess?
No.
Just give him the cop. It'll be fine.
No, see, I don't want body swapping here in this right now. I have seen every evil genie media in the book.
Oh, come on. Be a bro.
Okay, well, first off, I'm not your bro, look, but...
Look, let's have him possess the cop outside. We can get on with this.
I'm possessed a rave goer in the 90s. It was for a year and a half. It was great.
Look, I've got crimes to commit, and the sooner we can solve this, the sooner I can move on.
It's all about you, isn't it? So, fine. Okay.
Well, no, it seems to want you dead, too, so you probably want to deal with this as well.
I just want to get on with my life and then find my mentor.
But clearly, they
want... Your mentor is already dead, I'm sorry to tell you.
What?
Oh, yes, he was also one of the linked people.
Wait, what happened to HBO 1983?
Oh, he was killed. He was like the first one. No,
by
second.
Who?
Oh, by one. Well, the unnatural being. He sends out one every night. There were 13 of you total. Now there's you 3 and 2 others.
Wait,
so one of you sign every night.
Wait, so is he going after me because he went after 1983?
No. Well, I can't explain the metaphysical reasons for why both of you were chosen for the ritual. But it's a formula, and if you could see the variables, you'd agree it's very funny. I'm sorry.
That sounds hilarious.
Yes.
Just...
I could bring him back from the dead. Maybe.
No, we're not playing that game. I've seen those movies too. That never works out. Okay, so a last question right now: has this cop done this? Done this dealing more on the side and been given a chance to back out?
What?
I mean, has he? Is he seemed any more remorseful in his life, or is he basically just stealing or taking anything, dealing on the side, unrepentantly?
He gets remorseful when he gets caught.
Oh, okay. We're done. Takumi, grab the mirror.
Come here, buddy.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yep. I've got. Yep. All right. Okay. Yep. Up. We're going. Maybe give me a little bump. Okay, let's go.
I'm totally on board with this plan.
You're gonna get what you want and like it.
All right. So, what's the plan? You can set the mirror up. There's a little mirror stand for it. In the study, like that's where it was originally before he moved it down to this warded room, hidden room.
Okay.
Or we could hold the mirror, knock on the door, and have the cop open it and walk in and look into the mirror.
That's actually a good plan. So
just you're inside the building, he's outside the building.
I know, it'll really freak him the fuck out when someone knocks on the door behind him.
That'd be a charisma check. So.
No, you know what? You're right. That would work. He would open the door.
Okay,
and there'll be a mirror waiting for him.
Yeah. All right.
I guess that's the plan.
All right. So you who's holding the mirror?
I will.
All right. Who's knocking on the door? He
Oh,
takes both hands to hold the mirror. It's like a not a full length mirror, but it's pretty wide. Like you have to use both hands.
I'll knock on the door.
Yeah, and I'll be off to the side with it's like Dancing in September, waiting just in case this goes wrong.
The door opens. You all see a flash of red light. There's yes, good. Aha!
It's like, so like that feel good?
Yes. Now be very careful with the mirror. It's still I still need it to exist because this body will eventually be these bodies are rather perishable.
Like, tell me about it.
So, yes, obfuscation. And I do that and we're square, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Okay.
But you're not going to hurt us or kill us or possess us, right?
I'm not going to physically hurt you. I'm not going to kill you. And I couldn't kill you. All three animal users? No. And I can't possess you.
Okay, and we're not going to get a monkey's paw situation.
My powers aren't as powerful. What do you mean by that? Yeah,
So,
I can't grant wishes. I only know things.
Well, okay, but basically you're not going to, it's like grant information right now that ends up in a situation that turns on us badly for your own benefit.
Well,
maybe I'm telling you where your enemy is. Maybe you go there and you get killed. I mean, you could lose the fight. I don't know.
Okay, but it's not your benefit. All right, that's fine.
I will perform a ritual on you that will obfuscate you at least until you get to the yacht club.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, come to the kitchen.
Ingest this.
No. You don't have to ingest anything. He goes into the refrigerator and takes out a very large plastic tub filled with a red liquid. All right. Let's see here. I don't know if you want to unclothe or not, but this is goat's blood, and this is going over all of you.
Does it really require goat's blood?
Yes.
All right, do what you got to do.
You can't wash it off. That will end the ritual.
Let's do it. Why are we standing around here for?
Do you want to take your clothes off? Because you can take your clothes off. I perform the ritual on you naked, and then you put your clothes on, and then you won't be. Or you could just have blood-soaked clothes. I mean, I don't know. How do you want to do it?
I'll start stripping right now. Like, why are we still talking about this?
Yeah, I start getting naked.
Okay, you guys can do this. I'll just be no. So
it only works if one of you's not doing it, then you have to stay away from the others, because if one of you doesn't do it, then it doesn't work if you're together.
It's like, come on, Steph, strip down. Let's do
it.
No.
Keep your underwear on.
Are you worried I'm going to stare at you? I'm trying to get to deal with this cult.
Hold on. I have he goes over these neckties. We could just put them on as blindfolds. That way you can't see each other.
But you're going in there reeking of goat's blood. Goat's blood that I think has probably been sitting here unrefrigerated for how long and somehow uncoagulated?
They didn't unplug the refrigerator. He only got murdered a few days ago.
Like, you know what?
Fine.
I've got an idea with my powers right now. You guys do this, I'll kind of stagger behind. So
you don't want to be obfuscated?
So you know what? I'm
We're in this
good.
together. And and if you're not going to go along with this, you're threatening the rest of us.
But
So
I can
stop being
stagger.
selfish.
I can stagger behind with you guys right now and come in as a rescue
What if I get a
officer.
poncho? There's a rain poncho over in the closet. And then as long as you keep the blood on the poncho, you'll be fine.
Fine. So as long as I can get rid of that right now too, but I'm not stripping down for any of you.
Well, you just have to have the blood on you. So just sort of just hold on to the blood on the poncho.
Okay.
All right. So,
All right.
probably you want to do this on the tile. We don't want to get blood on the carpeting.
Is that where there's a drain here?
Actually, yes. He did a lot of this ritual. He was hiding from a lot of enemies. Because he stole me. There's an actual cult that's looking for me. But now that he's dead, they won't be able to find me.
That's good, I guess.
Anyway, let's get some blood on you. So he starts chanting. All three of you get back to back to back. All right. Yep. There you go. Bunch up. Don't be shy.
Like, I'm totally not at all. Let's go.
All right. And he just starts chanting. His eyes start rolling up in the back of his head. You think he's about to have a seizure, and then he just dumps the blood over the three of you. It's very cold blood, and you feel actually extremely cold after that, and numb to a little bit, and everything seems, your senses go a little dull, but after a bit you after he finishes the rest of it, he's like, all right, now we're done.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, so we're square now.
Yeah, as long as this works, we're square.
Yes, it will last until the blood rubs off on you.
Well, all right then.
So you can get clothes on. Just the blood. Actually getting the clothes on will probably hold the blood onto you longer. Yes.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like we got some good ideas there.
Persephone, you could still rub your hands in the blood as long as maybe get it under your fingernails. That'll provide some residual benefit.
Okay, just doing that, but keeping the poncho around, like, okay, just a raincoat that's basically just part yellow, part red.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very red. It was a lot of blood. Yeah. Let's see. So, Yoshida calls. Let's see. I assume all three of you gave your number to Yoshida.
Yep.
All right. So Takumi, you get a call from Yoshida.
Oh, thank God it's not my dad. Hey, what's up, man?
Oh, yes. Hey, I found a safe house for us. If you want to rest, or do you have do you think you know where your enemy is?
We know where the enemy is. We don't need a safe house. We're currently, what was the word? Obfuscated? Is that what he said?
That's what the mirror spirit said.
Yeah, the drug mirror told us we're obfuscated. He covered us in goat's blood.
The drug mirror? The mirror of Ling?
Sure. He loved cocaine, I think.
Oh. Is it contained?
Do what?
Is it contained?
What contained?
The mirror of Ling.
It's high out of its balls and currently occupying a police officer.
Oh, well, I suppose it could be worse. Okay, we'll deal with that later. Definitely. Okay, yes. Okay.
Everything's gonna be fine.
Did it tell you at least where to go or where your enemy?
Okay. Yes, we know where to go.
Oh, good. There's
a submarine at the yacht club that was going to take us to an underwater hotel.
Oh, I will meet you near the yacht club. So
okay then.
All right. So all of you sort of walk out, drenched in blood. You do notice that it's harder for you to summon your anima, Takumi. Almost like your link to it is dulled.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So, you if you make junction checks, they'll have an additional -1 penalty on everything. So, as long as you are covered in blood. So, yeah.
Well, it's give take,
Yeah, give or take. That is true. So, the yacht club is at the end. It's on the docks, obviously, of Arkham. Arkham is now a port city, I've decided. Actually, it's a river city, so it's like the river goes out into the bay. And so, it's sort of a blue collar sort of part of town. There's, other marinas set up nearby, average amount of traffic and, people going back. No one seems to notice you as you're in your car. But you see Yoshida nearby across the street. Or you can actually drive up to him and say, okay. So Corvo scattered out, and he told me that the problem is that it's just open ground, but there's an empty warehouse we can go to, but there's just a lot of open ground between that empty warehouse and the yacht club, and there seems to be 2 men on guard duty. So I'm not sure what to do. They're quite a ways away, over a few hundred feet away, at least like 300 feet or so. I'm not sure what the next move should be.
Okay. So, and how far do you say they were off?
Like 300 feet from the warehouse.
Okay. I might be able to distract them pretty well. So that's like with the ability. So, leave them to me. So,
okay.
Firing right now. So, I'm gonna walk up. So, because I have with my rage. By the way, I have the D12s on both the range and intelligence for my ability. So I can try. Let me look it again because I want to see what
12 would give you 36 meters. 36 meters around times 3 is like 108 feet. So
they would be well within range of it.
No, they'd be out of the range from the warehouse.
Okay, so I'd have to get up closer to it.
Yeah, I would say common sense, though, like if you're doing a visual illusion, they'd be able to see it, but like from 300 feet away, it would be, a lot smaller. You just can't project. You can project up to 100 feet away. So,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then, so, yeah, basically it would be a distraction to basically affect them, since, again, that's what Dance in September does, is that it projects something very happy and positive for them that they would want to follow. So
okay.
I mainly want to get them to run in circles, essentially, until we're past them.
Okay. You can roll. You'll be at also an additional -1 because of the range.
Okay.
It's farther away.
So
actually, no.
Negative.
Actually, I'm going to say no, that your ability can only affect emotions from 100 feet away. You can create a visual illusion, right? Like it's a hologram type thing, right?
Yeah, basically it's something that's based off of
their own.
So
they can see something, but they're not going to be able to, it's not going to emotionally impact them until you get within 100 feet of them.
Okay. So at least could be a distraction, like pulling into a trap. Okay. So I can do that.
So you can create something and then they can choose how they react to it because they'll just see something.
Yeah. The initial one will basically be just a full-on a full-on funk disco band that's playing in the distance. So just, summoning an avatar of George Clinton.
Okay. All right. So you spend an anima point. You don't have to roll for that.
Okay.
So the 4 of you are in the warehouse watching, I assume, to see if this funk band lures them towards you. Well, they see it, and you can see they both take out rifles as they're both like visibly concerned by it. And one of them seems to be talking into a headset, and the other one starts approaching it with a rifle drawn. So,
okay.
So one of the two is coming near.
All right, so just waiting for the moment, and then like, all right, come on, guys, it's party time. So it's
okay.
It's like we've got the funk. Come on, we've got the funk.
Okay. So he gets within 100 feet, so you can now make a roll to try and paralyze one guard.
All right, and is that supposed to be at the -1 or -2 because of the
it'll only be the -1 because of the obfuscation ritual.
Okay, and do I need to spend another anima point to activate this ability?
Yeah, you always have to spend an anima point to use your anima.
Okay, no problem. Just make sure.
Except for initiative checks.
Okay. So, all right, I will go. Were you having to spend one for the initial use of it when we started?
Don't worry about that. Just
okay. So I just want to make sure it was in keeping with my count, in keeping with what my countdown. So, all right, 12, 21 total.
Okay. Yeah. You really paralyzed that guard. He is overwhelmed with joy. The other guard you can see is freaking out by that and trying to yell at the other guard, the paralyzed guard, to come back, but he is actually retreating into the yacht club.
Takumi, Martin, somebody else needs to go get him now.
All right, 86 whips around and crushes him against the wall.
All right, that's definitely an attack roll. To see if you can pin him to the wall before he can get inside the building.
And that was speed plus my dexterity.
Yes. What type is yours? A fighter?
Yeah, fighter.
Strength plus power minus 2 this time because of the obfuscation ritual.
Okay, 1 second. So it said minus 2.
Yep.
So 7.
7. That still hits. So go ahead and roll damage. That will be strength plus power flat because your plus is negated by
14.
Penalty. 14. That is enough to kill him.
Nice.
You have definitely crushed him up against the wall. You did make some noise though.
Deja vu.
Deja vu. You didn't ease it. So how do you feel, Takumi, now that you've definitely for sure murdered a guy?
I was protecting my friends. I felt just fine.
All right. So what are you going to do with the paralyzed guard, Persephone?
So for that, I'm going to see if we can just basically exhaust him right now, put him into unconsciousness, or well, it's like through just through just exertion. So
yeah,
basically just an endorphin overload.
Yeah, we could do that. So you knock out the other guard. But Martin, were you with Takumi or are you staying back with Persephone?
I'm going with Takumi.
All right, so you're in the car as well.
Mm-hmm.
So both of you two hear a voice yell from brother status.
Oh no!
You're far back, Persephone, because you were dealing with the other guard. They literally rammed into the yacht club. So Takumi, Martin, what is your reaction to that? It's a voice coming from inside the building.
The 86 revs its engine.
Okay. All right. You hear a door slam. So yeah, what are you gonna do, Martin?
I think they can't see us, right? That was the whole idea.
Well, they can't magically track you with that. They can still see you with their eyes, like humans can. The Mirror of Ling told you that it will obfuscate the magical tracking ritual that they will the nameless sorcerer would use to send a supernatural being to just appear at you and kill you.
All right, so, I'm gonna see if I can't get the drop on whoever might be coming in. You get.
Are you running or are you going to stealth?
I'm gonna stealth.
All right, Dex.
Basically,
are you going to use the anima to help you?
Yes, this time I will.
Okay, that's a junction, so you can roll. Let's see, probably speed plus Dex.
Okay.
Okay. Add them together. Of course, spend an AP.
I just do it the roll D6 plus D12 plus a number.
Well, your deck, your character's dex, your anima speed.
Yeah, I know, but in the program, typing it out.
No, I just roll two separate things.
Okay. Well, we got a 2 plus 5. That's 7 plus what?
That's it. It's an ability check. It's just you're doing
so
it.
7.
They call them junctions in the game to do an ability check when your anima's helping you.
Okay, so 7.
7. All right, so not super great. This is actually difficult. The target number was 8. So you sneak in, but the guy slams the door before you can get inside. You can see it's a security door. It's like a steel security door. So this is an older wooden building out on the dock, the yacht club, but they've done some aftermarket, cheap fortifying it. Like the windows are barred, steel security doors. They have surveillance cameras set up outside. Alistair just telekinetically flings those into the ocean. Or into the water. So it looks like you could try. Of course, the dock, it extends out onto the dock, onto a pier. So you could try and just bypass the yacht club and try and figure out where the submarine is, because obviously the submarine is below somewhere in the water, but you don't know exactly where. And, there's a lot of pylons and, it's pretty hard to maneuver like a car, in the water. So, you can try and force your way through the yacht club or pick locks or something. It's probably barred, so that's probably not going to work. But you failed. So
Okay.
Persephone, you catch up to the others at this point. And so I'll just go. Takumi, what do you want to
do? So Martin failed to open the door.
He failed to get a drop on the guard before he could lock the door.
Well, I'm going to activate the 86 and have it ram the door open.
Okay. That sounds like a power plus strength junction check. So your strength plus its power.
11. Well,
11?
10 because minus 1 because of the...
Oh, yeah, because of the thing, which is definitely true. Let me check my target numbers. Forgot what an 11 would be. Here it is. Yeah, I would say that would work. It manages to make a dent in the door, a sufficient dent in the door that one of you can squeeze in at a time. So, but after you do that, you hear a gunshot that hits poor 86. And let's see here.
He ain't scared.
Yeah, with the 2, that's not going to hit or do any damage.
He don't give a fuck.
Yep. So they're definitely aware of you, and you can, one of you can get in per turn inside, or you can keep making yeah. Well, that was your action this turn. So Martin, what do you want to do?
So there's a small opening in the door now.
Yeah, it's like half open. Like it's been knocked off its hinges, but there's a bar holding it up partially. So you can squeeze in, but obviously you're going to be an easy shot when you're squeezing in. So it would require some kind of dex check to not get hit or something.
Actually, right.
Or you can make an intelligence check to see if you can find other ways in.
Or I could just maybe have I could have Alistair to just fling the door off and.
Mm-hmm. You sure could. So that's
what I think I'm going to do.
Mm-hmm. What type is yours?
Magician.
So yeah, intelligence plus range. -3.
-3? Okay.
Yeah. Actually, no. I'm just gonna have you make a damage check because it's a fucking door. You can't not hit. So intelligence plus range plus 1.
13
yeah.
Plus
1. So 14. Yeah, that's very good. So you've managed to finish flinging the door, you're ripping the door off, and now it's fully.
Does it happen to hit who is ever on the other side?
Yeah, I'll say that. Yeah, it knocks the gunman down. So yeah, you have a way into the yacht club. So who, Persephone, are you going to go in first?
Yeah, I'll take the point on that to see if I can distract anybody in case.
All right, so the gunman, the guard is on the ground. The door is partially covering him, but he's still like, "You will never succeed. Master will win, and you will all die."
Oh, just give over and kick him in the face, knock him out.
Yeah. All right. Pretty easy to do. So you're inside the yacht club, which is a creepy hideout now, with circle patterns carved into the walls, various weapons just lying about. Doesn't seem like there's anybody here though, right now. It looks like they're all out, looking for you. So as you make your way through there, you find so you can start searching the place.
Okay.
If you want, or just
yeah, honestly, just see if there's anything we can find right now that would be more helpful to us. Specifically, like more instructions or maybe other that's like ritual items that we can use against them.
All right, give me an intelligence check.
Okay. Oh no.
Oh no. There we go.
There's 7.
All right. So what do you want? Items or information?
I say information is probably better.
Okay. Let's see here. You find a note, handwritten note, saying, "Do not worry, brother. Our master is guarded by the refracted crystal. He will be safe."
Okay. So, well, knowing for some of the laser light shows right now, I wonder if that's something that kind of bends energy. So, is there anything else? Or actually, I forgot. Do we still have our phones and the number back to Yoshi?
He's with you. Yoshida's with you.
Oh, yeah, sure. So, actually, yeah, I'm kind of calling him in. It's like, hey, does this mean anything to you?
Oh, yes. They, like I said, you all have targets on your back. And because, well, you have the obfuscation ritual protecting you for right now, but that won't last long. But once a day, he can summon a being directly in front of you, and sent to kill you. So
that's what that crystal does?
Yes, he obviously managed to summon a second. One of it survived. He obviously summoned an additional one to act as a bodyguard.
Okay, so it means we have to take that thing out before we can actually get to him.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So if we return in the submarine, it would obviously we must. It is probably guarding the entrance to this underwater building we're going to.
Okay, so we just need to have to be on our toes. So maybe if we have a dock, do we know how big the submarine is?
All right. So you cut to Takumi. You're searching the building too, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
You find a moon pool, and in the moon pool there is a submarine. It is like a touristy one, like the one we saw, in Weekend at Bernie's too.
It's serious now. We're 50 feet underwater.
Mm-hmm.
God, I remember that movie so well. Why?
It's so good.
Such a good movie.
It's a very good movie, Tom. So yeah, you can just sort of walk in and push the button and go straight to the Aqua Hotel.
Sounds like a plan. I wonder if this sub can drift.
Not well. It's probably a bad sign if it tries to drift.
Underwater drift.
Deja float.
Deja float. Hey.
There you
go. So yeah, are you guys doing anything else before you leave for the Aqua Hotel?
I think it's like it's time to do some murder.
Yeah. All right.
Who's ready to do some murder?
Could you just stop saying it like that?
No.
I fight for my friends.
Hey, Takumi, are you ready for some murder for your friends?
Of course.
See, this guy knows what's up.
It's not murder if you're defending yourself.
That's exactly right. It's self-defense. It's
preemptive self-defense. But you're still sitting there calling it murder, so that makes it way more suspicious.
Well, you have to have fun with it, Persephone.
Blank stare.
Otherwise, it's just depressing what we're doing.
Yeah, you need to lighten up. We're all right together.
Yeah, this is the conversation you're having as you're going down.
As the sub's just going through the water, we're just like, look.
Also, don't talk to me about my power. It's like lightening up. My power has been lightening up every time right now, even though some of those cultists had weird ideas of fun.
I don't even know what your power is.
So It apparently activates. It's a hallucination that is linking to somebody's happiest memory.
Oh, that explains why I just see drift cars every time you say something.
Okay. It seems like that was your thought process most of the time, but whatever floats your boat, buddy.
Yoshida says, I'm glad you've all become good friends in this short amount of time, because should all three of you survive, you'll find out that few will understand you and your secret abilities. You must learn to rely on one another. You may have to fight other battles for years down the road. These are the people you'll have to be working with for perhaps the rest of your lives.
I grab him by the lapels and push him against this side of the submarine.
Well, yes,
you're going to take that back.
Well, I was just saying, like, who else can you rely on other than the people who you fought in battle, forged in battle, bonds stronger than
parents, lovers, mentors who are apparently dead. A lot of that.
Well, they don't have supernatural powers. Except your mentor, I could bring him back, and he definitely have supernatural power. No, wait, sorry, that was the Mirror of Lang. Sorry. Other crazy occult character. Nishida doesn't know that. Yes. No. Yes. But yes, but they your energy may attract other adversaries, and plus you sort of have an obligation to protect the world from other occult evil. Now that you are able to stand for it.
Let's take care of this first before we talk about any obligations.
Let's go fight some evil.
Yes, you could be like me.
No.
Or not. Maybe that wasn't as aspirational as I thought it would be.
It really wasn't. Sorry. Let's get down there.
Okay. All right. I'll be quiet now. You must concentrate and be ready for your fight to the death and mine. Oh, it's been a while. I often act inappropriately in times of stress.
Oh, well, glad you're keeping to your strength there, buddy. Put on some headphones, like put the Blue Jay headset and just start listening to something as we're descending. Mm-hmm. Oh god, my ears are popping.
So the submarine automatically docks. But as it does, it opens up the ladder going to the entrance of the Aqua Hotel. But there's water pouring down from it. Which would ruin your goat's blood. Especially Persephone, because she's just wearing a poncho with just bits of dried goat's blood at this point. Mm-hmm. Are you just going to climb the ladder?
Let's see. Is there anything else basically that we could use as more of an umbrella or dry off as we?
Not really. It's pretty minimally minimal accommodations in this sub, and you didn't think to bring anything with you.
So that is true. So what it's like, guys, I think that we should just are going in guns blazing.
It sounds, yeah. I mean, it's worked so far.
All right, who's going to climb the ladder first?
I will.
Okay. Are you just letting the water drip on you and just trying to get up the ladder as fast as possible, or are you going to...
I don't care.
Okay. All right, you get to the top. You're in sort of an underground... Well, sort of think of the moon pool set from Deep Blue Sea, only a bit larger to accommodate the submarine.
And we don't have Samuel L. Jackson about to be eaten by a shark.
Nope. So you can give me an intelligence check to look around.
My car's antenna is like a shark fin.
Off now. Hey, that's a 4.
Well, actually, it was Takumi because he went up first.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm anxious to. I'm anxious to get in here.
6.
All right. As you look around, it is very still. It is very quiet. Oh, you can just add 2 dice together.
Oh, that's good to know.
Just add a plus. Yeah, you don't see anything unusual. Well, I mean, there's just like one pathway leading into the hotel proper, but you don't see anything. other than that, other than what an underground base should look like, I guess.
It's all clear up here, guys.
All right, who's going up next?
I'll go up next.
All right, you go up. What are you gonna do? You get up. Obviously, water hits you. Your goat's blood is wearing off. You can't tell how efficient it is now.
Okay. Can I do my own searching?
Sure.
Okay. No, can I? 5.
All right. Yeah. Like I said, it looks like this moon pool area.
Okay. Well, let's get everyone on board.
All right, Persephone.
All right, climbing up.
All right. You do so, and the water's pouring down on you. When you get up, what do you do?
Look around, so see if there's anything else I can see that just awareness to see if there's anything else I haven't seen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So just a general intelligence check?
Yeah.
Okay, let's make sure. No, I was just too distracted by that and throwing off it's like the water coming down and having to throw off the I guess cleaned or soaked rain poncho.
Mm-hmm. All right, so just checking something.
Just checking something out.
Just checking something.
Just something that'll help.
Just something.
A little something.
Something. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay.
Something mysterious.
Something magical. All right. Go ahead and make an initiative check. Persephone, which is
Dex.
Dex plus speed.
Okay.
Yeah, this does not consume AP.
Okay, those are both 9.
Okay. All right. You were struck in the back with a beam of light. Ties go to ambushers. Okay. I'm just going to house rule. And let's see here.
Are you kidding me?
Now your defense is do you have your defense, or is that a rolled number? I can't remember.
That was a D4 if it's going by anima.
Let's see.
So would that be just strength or resistance or
hold on. Attacking, okay. Strength with power. All right. What's your so you don't have a static defense number? Static?
Well, I have D4 in my defense for my anima.
Okay. Okay. Let me look at the anima thing. We're learning a new game.
Yeah,
we are learning things.
Let me look at the stats again just to see, because it's not just pulled up.
Anima. Here we go. Here.
Well, they're attacking me directly, right?
Yeah. But you get to use your defensive, so because
okay.
You just roll your defense. It looks like.
So is it just the defense alone, or is it?
Using abilities. Abilities are in combat phases. We're going to learn the rules. All right, the flow of combat. Attacking. The character performs using their anima, blah, blah, blah. Let's see here. The target's defense from the total, I guess. It says their defense. I guess you roll and enemies are static. So, yeah, you would roll your defense.
Okay. That was what I was thinking. So so it's just the one dice that will roll on that, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. All right. Well, it's not going to be a lot.
Mm-hmm.
3 points.
All right. So you take 10 damage.
Which has put me down to 2, so I'm hurting.
All right. So you are blasted and knocked down. And obviously you're still up. I could give you a condition, but I'm not going to because we're not dealing with that yet.
Okay.
So behind you, a crystalline like a being, like think of like a monstrous kind of like half sludge, half flesh sort of thing with sort of the dimensions of a monstrous gorilla, like 8 feet tall, but like with all these crystals protruding from it. It was obviously using its ability to refract light to camouflage itself, and then fired a beam of light at Persephone because her obfuscation ritual was the weakest. This is the crystalline assassin. Ah!
Oh no!
Oh my god!
So Takumi's up first, so he was most ready. So you can act next. So you can go ahead and attack that guy.
86, get him.
So is Takumi, is that just ramming into him?
Well, no, it appears out of nowhere and just drifts into him.
Okay. Yeah.
Just that, like, squealing tires and a revving engine, and then it just appears and drifts into him and then goes away.
All right. I like it. So go
14.
ahead. 14.
Minus 2, so 12.
Yep. Let's see here. It is defense. Initiative is also 6. Okay. All right. So yeah, that definitely hits. You just needed a 6. So go ahead. Go ahead and roll damage.
18 damage, so 17 damage.
17 damage minus 4. So 13 damage. Yeah, you just utterly crush and annihilate it. It only had 10 hit points.
Deja vu.
Deja vu. Yeah.
Did it have any kind of defense, or?
It did. It had 4. Enemies just have static numbers. They don't have
okay.
Dice. So, yeah, that seems to be the way it works. Like they have static initiative and shit like that. So yeah, you utterly crushed it. So good job. So, but Persephone is heavily wounded. But you're still able to continue because this is yeah. So, Corvo, she's like, I have something that can help you. A little bit.
Okay.
It's a powerful. Well, you'll have to snort it. It's Black Lotus powder. It enhances healing and actually helps your skin too.
God damn it! I've heard that before.
Oh yeah.
Snort
and the more that you keep saying that, the more I want to slap you. But just give it to me.
All right. You heal 4 hit points.
Oh.
And you feel great. You feel like you can take on the world.
Your skin looks really good.
I punched Takumi.
Over the PA system, it's like, I've heard you. You can come in. Let us properly introduce. You should know who you are going to be, why you are dying, before you have the honor of dying to my hand. Follow the lights, and they'll take you to the main hall.
I turn to Persephone, just like, it's okay to kill him, right?
At this point, I'm going to say yes.
There we go.
See, Persephone, murder is fun.
Oh, shut up.
So, as the 4 of you head on, then the voice keeps talking in the PA. I have sacrificed much to get where I am, but it is all for a true goal. The world is chaotic and full of death and suffering, but there should be order, and I can bring it. I will use... You should know what the wish is that I wanted in order so that you understand the magnitude of your death, the why you are dying. I wish not for wealth or power, but for a new... Well, I did wish for power, a unique power. I wanted to be able to split my mind and possess others. Not just once, not twice, but 13. You see, I understand the criminal underworld better than anyone else in the world. And I have analyzed that there are 13 leaders of the Yakuza, of the Triads, of the Mafia, and the other cartels and syndicates. If I could possess all of them, I could create a global criminal empire. And it would no longer be criminal. I would capture nations and subvert them to my will and on until soon the world was running under my thumb, even if they didn't realize it. I could simply possess other leaders as current hosts got old, and soon I would bring order to all of this. Everything would be legal, and everything would be permitted as long as they followed my rules. And my rules would be more fair. The strong would control the weak, but they would allow the weak to exist. They would allow the weak to know their place, but it would be an honest rule. It would not be deceitful, and I would not pretend to be for justice or peace. I would make all of us honest men and women. We would all have a world in which we would embrace our true nature. So this is just going on as you are walking into the heart of the Aqua Hotel, which is again much more like the Deep Blue Sea, and there's black mold everywhere, and there are occasional murals and posters like "Have fun with your family, wave to the dolphins," and then there's also graffiti and "Sing to the ancients in the deep." Apparently, there were some problems with the first guests at this place.
Being converted into cultist.
Yeah, apparently they're a little too close to the Innsmouth Deepwood colony. Paying up those
He's like, that checks out.
Yeah. So so this monologue continues and he gets in. So your deaths are to create a global stability. There would be war, but controlled war, turf wars between small gangs, not global war. There would be famine, but only for those who are too weak and pathetic to offer anything of value. It would, yeah.
I have a question. Is he projecting this over the intercom? Okay, yeah, he's okay. Sorry, I didn't hit that. Just looking in there. All right, I'm just tired of hearing his voice at this point, and you know what? He's gonna. It's like I think he's time to conform it right now to something with a little more beat. So I summon I'm going to use Dancing in September to project a song right now that's more of a distraction to him. At least cut off his villain speech.
Okay. All right. So you do that, but so it cuts off after everything I said.
That's fine. So just once he's end right now, but just kind of drowning out with Earth, Wind, and Fire, Shining Star.
All right. So you continue on. You have to keep taking out new PAs because it's
he invested a lot in PAs apparently.
Yeah, there's a lot of PAs.
Well, I'll say it's my sphere of influence, so it fades out. He starts talking, but then it just kind of fades back into the song. Like, why won't you do anything? You're a shining star.
All right, so we got like a weird music Doppler effect while walking through this place.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
No.
Which did I look at? This is actually pretty good, and put up a recorder as I'm going through. Sample this shit.
Yeah, villain monologuing with Earth, Wind, and Fire. Sure. It's like listening to the Guts theme in an abandoned mall.
Oh God.
So the four of you continue on until you get to a massive chamber. There's one spotlight in the middle of the room. There's a very large, muscular man with a shaved head, shaved eyebrows. He's wearing, leather pants. There's some water dripping on him dramatically. He's got his arms stretched out. And then there is a massive anima by him, a floating energy being composed of like these orbs that seem to grow and shrink and pulse with irradiant colors and colors you've never seen before. Kind of hurts to look at a little bit. So he looks at you. So I must fight all of you. That's fine. You, old man, you are not part of this. Be gone! And with a blast of energy, only those linked to the ritual may enter this chamber. And with that, Yoshida just like is hit by an invisible barrier. He's like, oh, that's new. Well, these sorcerers are pretty tricky. But there's three of you. I'm sure at least one of you will survive. You really have to kill him, though. I'll watch. Good luck.
We've got this.
And I'll narrate things to an invisible audience about who's doing what.
Dramatic close-up of my face as an engine revs. Let's do this.
All right.
Summoning the power. Summoning part of.
All of you give me an initiative check just so I can get your.
Oh, you're right. So
defense rolls.
So what's initiative again?
Initiative is an excellent question because that is definitely something we looked up multiple times, and I
keep forgetting it.
Dex plus
You're all
speed.
monsters.
Dex plus speed, but you do not spend AP on this. So
Dex plus what?
speed.
Dex plus speed.
Your character's Dex, your anima
13.
speed. All right, hold on, because this is an actual another. As a 13. All right.
Jesus.
4 for Aaron. Awesome. And Tom has an 11. All right, so Baz gets to go first.
Good job, Baz.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Takumi, sorry.
Who's Baz?
Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. So go ahead and what are you going to do?
I think we know what I'm going to do.
Okay. So you're sending 86 at him?
Of course.
Okay. So it run. So go ahead and give me an attack roll.
13, 12.
12. All right. With a 12, he, on the other hand, actually gets to activate his special ability because it is counter to yours. Let's see here. What is it? All right. Still not enough, though. Go ahead. So his ability does not activate yet. And go ahead and roll damage.
Deja vu, 13.
Okay. Minus 8. So 5 damage. You slam into him. He coughs. Martin, you're next.
All right. Yes, something very large with a very nice mass is going to get hurled at him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack. Martin.
Yeah, I know. And that was no bonus. That was a straight up, right?
Yeah.
11.
There is usually, I think, a -1 to your first roll on some cases, depending on what you are, I think.
Yeah, it depends on what type he is. I think he's magician, so he'd actually have a -2.
Okay.
So 9.
Yeah. All right, 10. So you, what are you hurling at him? Like a piece of metal debris nearby.
Okay.
I mean, is that what you're choosing? I mean, I guess you could say there are other. What kind of things would be
like an I-beam?
Okay. A portal opens up right before the I-beam is going to connect, and then another portal appears next to you, so go ahead. What is your? Let's see here. So that hits you. So go ahead and roll damage on yourself.
All right. That's. I know we did it, but I can't.
All right. So magician is on page 20.
Is it intelligence?
26 of the PDF. It is intelligence plus range plus 2.
Oh Jesus.
Yep. And then you get to roll your defense to negate that.
Oh, he actually takes an extra damage.
I did not roll very much.
Let's see here. D10, 2 plus 2, 6. An additional 1 damage.
Yeah, because I add 1 damage to my roll. I forgot.
Okay. Well, I mean, you're a fighter. He's a magician, so it's
no. I'm talking about my attack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he's taking 6 damage instead of 5. Okay. In that case, let's see here. So go ahead and roll your defense. What's your defensive stat?
D8.
All right, roll a D8.
8.
All right. The I-beam nearly hits you, but you manage to duck out of the way.
Oh yeah, like it flies by and like hair on the side of my head just blows in the wind a little bit.
Yeah. But it looks like he has a strong counter durability. He can use portals to reposition telekinetic attacks against you.
What an asshole.
So yeah, he is reserving his action to attack you at least this round, leaving Persephone to act.
Okay. I'm just concentrating on.
Never get to first and animal points. Sorry, but yeah.
Oh yeah. So so I'm going to use Dancing in September just to concentrate, but it's a very slow build-up of a brass. That's a brass core. A brass symphony that you see images of. Yeah, that basically looks like a model cityscape and the HBO 1983 logo flying over at our wizard. And basically, I want to use the hallucination to contain him in the spinning lights to disorient him. As the cacophony of the music.
You're not trying to do damage, you're just trying to stun him, essentially.
Basically, stun him to take away from any of the attacks or give them the others advantages, since I'm not really a physical fighter. So,
okay. Yeah, go ahead and make an ability check with that. I would say that would be treated as an attack roll, but it's for effect rather than damage.
Yeah, so that would be my int and range.
Plus range minus 3. Or minus 2 because you no longer have the obfuscation ritual.
Okay, sure. Okay.
Yeah, because that got washed away.
Well, shoot.
Mm-hmm.
12 though.
Okay. So he will resist with power plus defense, power plus range.
Okay.
So this will be a straight roll, though. All right. You affect him a little bit, so he will take a -1 on his rolls moving forward, as it is starting to take effect, and he is fighting it. Get out of my head! Get out of my head!
That's like take it in to the superior mixmaster who came before me.
All right, so new round. Takumi.
I mean, the car does what the car is going to do. I don't know.
Okay.
It's got a mind of its own.
Yeah.
Except this time I'm in the car with them. I'm in the car, so I'm gonna as we drift through, I'm gonna just throw a hook out the window and do a drift punch.
All right. Well, he is going to try again to intercept with his portals, but if he fails, it won't cost him an action. So
6.
All right. 8. All right. So you can't take damage because of your driving, but he can he uses a portal to reposition you into Persephone. So go ahead and roll. What is Persephone? What is your initiative? 4. So yeah, 4. That would definitely hit you. A 6 would definitely hit you. So go ahead and roll damage on Persephone.
Also, do I get a dodge or anything else on that, or?
Well, actually, yeah, he still makes it because it would be a 7 instead of an 8 because he has that Mega 1 penalty from it. If you want to make that your action, you can have your animal drag you out of the way, but that'll cancel the effect on him.
You're really going to want to do that, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm rolling a D12 and a D10 plus 2.
All right, so if you wanted that to be your action, you can give me a Dex plus Speed, and you have to beat a 7.
Okay. So, all right. Ugh, no.
Aaron.
All right.
Let me hit enter. No, it's only 9.
All right.
I only had 6 hit points left. So
well, no, you get to roll defense.
Oh, you're right. So okay. All right. I'm unconscious.
All right. So Persephone's down for the fight. If the two of you survive, you can save her, or perhaps you can. Yep, you did try. You did take a lot of hits, and you did make defense your dump stat. So, yep. Let's see here. Martin, what are you going to do?
All right, I'm going to try the same trick, but this time, instead of flinging something at it, I'm going to try to just drop something on him from above, so maybe he doesn't notice.
Okay. Yep.
That'd be the same roll?
It'd be the same roll. He actually can't hurt you he can only do one portal a round, which he did this round already. So he can't do it again. So you can, yeah.
10.
Yeah, that definitely hits him. His defense is, his initiative is 7. So yeah, that definitely beats that.
And I know the damage roll. 12.
All right. That is another 5 damage. So he's taking 11 damage so far. He is severely injured. He's still up though. So I would say actually one of you, if you had you could make an intelligence check to give. Oh wait, no, there's actually injury rules. I think there's a thing that lets you try and get back up at 1 hit point.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, it's a life or death check. Roll d20. If the result is 11 or higher, the character survives at 1 hit point. Otherwise, the character is considered dead.
So do I need to roll that?
Do it.
So you can do that, or if one of the other characters makes a successful intelligence check at DC 4, target number 4, you can be first aided instead. Okay. But that's their action this round.
All right, that would be up to you guys.
So
I believe in the heart of the dice. Roll it, Aaron.
Of course you would, Baz. So
all right.
Either way, it's 50-50 for me.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
I have a D8 in intelligence. What about you, Martin?
In intelligence?
Yeah.
I have a D10.
I mean, we're both damage dealers. Do you want us to give up our turn to try and heal you, or do you want to take the 50-50 shot?
That's up to you. So that's
no, that's really up to you.
I'll go take the D20. So don't worry. So
are you sure?
Yeah, that's fine,
dude. I can try to heal you this turn.
It's okay. So I'll go ahead and do that right now. So because honestly, like I said, mine is more of a utility character for the most part. So we'll see what happens. So I made
it. All right. So Persephone's ain't done yet. I'll say Yoshida is knocking on the force field, is like pointing at your look at your pocket.
Looked at it, my pocket.
There's more Black Lotus powder.
Yeah, just go ahead and snort it. So
all right. This stuff is really good. You heal nothing.
There's no negative effects to this, I'm sure.
So 7.
Yeah,
no, probably not.
You're at 7 hit points.
Everything's fine. Everything's
so
fine.
New round. Takumi, what are you gonna do?
Oh, you know what I'm gonna do.
So the exact same thing.
Oh, you're goddamn right. Except this time I'm gonna let the car do the work.
Okay.
Fuck.
All right, you just missed. You're just off. You're not feeling it.
I'm bummed out that my friend got hurt so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Also have those deliveries I need to make.
Yeah, yeah. You're somehow getting the reception done. And it's like, bzz, bzz, bzz. Martin, what about you?
Yeah, you know what? I'm really enjoying my my fishy frog friend here dropping shit on him. That seemed like a fun thing to do, and I'm going to do it again.
Okay.
Now that I know the roll to make. 13.
All right, that definitely hits. Now he's definitely going to try and
do his thing.
Do his thing, because that is his counter. You guys are just like, well, he has a counter to our abilities. We'll just keep doing it and hope he rolls badly.
That's basically what we're doing here.
Yep, which
Holy shit, dude.
Yep, he rolled really well on that. So he's going to go after you this time.
You said yours is a magician, right?
Yeah.
So actually, you rolled an 11 because it's -2 on your attack rolls for accuracy, but you actually did 19 damage because you get a +2 for your damage rolls.
Well, that was he's activating his ability to just counter it, to catch it.
That was for last turn too.
Okay.
Whatever. We're still learning.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, wait, you rolled your defense roll, Ross. Okay.
Yeah, I'm basically treating. He activates his ability, in time to catch the object.
I'm sorry. I thought that was Tom's damage roll. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Nope. So let's see here. Tom, Martin, what's your defense?
D8.
Let's see here. So that's definitely going to. No, actually, yeah. Go ahead and roll damage on yourself, and roll D8 on defense.
That's intelligence plus speed.
Magician, your damage is
intelligence
plus range
+2.
So it's the same roll. All right, here we go.
Yeah, but +2 instead of -2.
Oh, goody.
You hit like a truck.
I do. Yeah. There you go.
All right, now roll a D3 or D8 for defense, and that's how much damage you'll take.
10.
How much do you have hit points left?
Check with the character.
Oh yeah, I actually have your character sheet too.
Yeah. Oh, I have hit points is a D8. I do not.
No. That's not how it works. I think it's times 2, the highest die roll. So you have 16 hit points.
Okay, so no, I'm not out yet.
Yeah, so you have 6 hit points left. So yeah, so yeah, it's like a Jojo fight. Like he has an ability to counter yours. You're gonna have to outthink this unless you just want to keep rolling the dice and hoping he rolls shit and you roll well. So yeah, you get hit with your own metal debris, your I-beam, and it hurts. So Persephone, everyone thinks you're down and out, but you snorted the Black Lotus. What are you gonna do now?
So now to distract him, just because I'm so angry, I'm creating another illusion. With the 1983 HBO logo, but when it goes to its illusion, I'm going to have everybody from the Parliament Funkadelic with flashlights running out towards him to distract. So just make him think that there's another attacking force. Okay.
All right, so go ahead and make your attack roll. He will have to roll intelligence plus power to see through this.
Okay, and is that stealth a -2?
No, this
or
is just being a junction check. So yeah,
okay.
No negative.
Okay, so that'll be 2d10, 12. 14.
Okay. Which you beat him, so he turns around. He is distracted. No, I cannot be defeated. I'll destroy all of you.
As George Clinton and the rest of the Parliament Funkadelic just turn around, like blowing snow out of noses and passing around flashlights. And actually, what the hell? George Clinton actually flashing him.
So he will not be able to use his portals this next round. So Takumi, you can attack him now without worrying about your attack being redirected. You just need to beat a 7 on your to hit.
That'll do.
All right, now you can roll damage.
18.
Yeah, he is got 3 hit points left. He is a level 3 character, by the way. That's why.
Multi-track drifting.
Yep. If you want to narrate what happens.
Kind of like an Omni Slash from Final Fantasy VII, but it's just a drift car sliding around, like flashing through him over and over and over again.
All right, so he's staggered. Right? He's barely on his feet. Martin, do you want to finish him off?
Yes. Something hopefully heavy and ornate that's just going to fall directly.
How about you can throw my Toyota 86 at him?
All right, yeah.
I say that's heavy and impressive looking. So that's exactly what happens.
All right, it's a special combo attack. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Deja vu.
Deja vu. All over again.
19.
Attaboy.
That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
12.
Yeah, that's going to be enough. Do you want to narrate how you kill him?
Let's see. I'll have let's have Takumi the car run, starts rev, engines rev several times.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of kicking up debris, and then it takes off, and then as it gets close, the car is then lifted up over some like a pile of debris or something, so it comes straight down on top of him.
Nice.
It was basically a psychically assisted, car jump.
Yeah. And his body crumples up real good.
And then from somewhere, music from the Dukes of Hazzard plays.
Oh, most certainly does not. It's Dave Rogers.
Yeah.
Deja vu.
Deja vu.
Yeah, that's what Dancing in September is playing.
Okay, yeah, it's a remix, a mashup of the two songs.
Just Eurobeat.
Eurobeat.
Deja vu.
I bet that exists. Eurobeat remix of Dancing in September. The force field vanishes. Yoshida can come in. He says we should probably get out. I'm sure this place isn't stable. It's held up. Well, dark forces. It's probably going to be what do you call them? A black hole here. Very tiny one, but Yog-Sothoth is a gate, and you just destroyed the gate. So let's get out. So the four of you leave barely in time.
I hate Pod 6.
The shockwave of the Aqua Hotel collapsing almost knocks you all, causes you all to stumble around in the submarine, but it manages to dock. It actually just lands on shore, and you all just have to jump out as there's just a massive, offshore. You can see just a huge the scattering of debris. You can see as four of you get out and get on there's some people on the shore watching it, and random guys like, what happened?
Oh, it's like we had a problem with our submarine.
Yeah, we were looking at this hotel to maybe buy it, to think about refurbishing it, but I don't think we're going to.
Oh, wow. So yeah, that ends. So Yoshida's like, let's go to Takumi's restaurant, and I lifted that guy's wallet. Dinner's on me. We saved the world. We're this stealing's not a crime if you save the world.
I'd like a hospital first, please.
Oh yes, you do have massive internal injuries. That's so what happens to the gang after this? Who knows? Perhaps other sorcerers will come in, or perhaps there'll be some other dark evil that they'll have to fight off.
Well, I'm stealing those diamonds for damn sure.
Yeah. So questions, comments, suggestions. Did you guys like Overarms, the system?
It's a good system.
Yeah,
it runs pretty smoothly, so
pretty simple to make a character in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's kind of like a rework of how like Savage Worlds like dice stat system works.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of reminded most with, especially
but
with
much
how
faster.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a really good system for sure.
Yeah. And most of the abilities, I like actually how they were, the linking between both of those, because it again reminded me a little bit of also the dice that you would share between monsters, like for monsters and other childish things. So, or at least the relationships. But that's the only thing I could probably see is maybe doing more narrative of how your link between that goes. But that's the only thing I can think of.
What do you mean?
Basically, just thinking more in the terms of like Jojo or anything else, like how it's like you would be able to relate to these entities at first. Later on too, but that's more of a narrative thing. So
I mean, they don't really fucking explain that in JoJo either. It's just like, it's a stand. It's just I don't know. They're just stands. They just look cool.
I usually judge a game based on how easy it is for me to visualize what's taking place while playing it, and this got top marks.
Oh,
yeah, no, it was fairly easy for it. So, and everybody did a great job.
I did like at the end how it did like turn into a bit of a JoJo fight in that like you guys are just throwing yourselves against the boss. It's like, nope, I've got a power that can counter your powers. And then,
dude, if there was a fuel tanker truck there, I totally would have used it.
Well, you didn't bring a fuel tanker truck, and you knew where the fight was going to be.
Note to self: next time, bring a fuel tanker.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
and I feel like there's no real restrictions on the abilities too. That as long as it's imaginative enough and fits in with one of the stats right now, you can pretty much do what.
I kind of had a house rule his whole ability to counter yours, because there's not really written mechanics for those of you curious about the system about like this is how an ability counters another ability or anything like that. You just it's all sort of GM fiat. So it's all just ability checks. So.
If anything, that really kind of lends more to like how flexible of a system it is that you're able to house roll that on the fly and it still work perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's telling whether how easy a system is to do on the fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never felt like we were struggling with it. So no, it's really good.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with that. I just wanted people to know that like I wasn't like looking up charts and specific mechanics. So you just had to be comfortable to house rule that shit sort of on the fly. Because like the NPCs or the pre-gen characters that they have there are just like, he could like one example is I can just control magnetism or something. See if I can find it. I should stop going so fast. They had some pre-gens here. And yeah, so here we go. Steam Breather. He can create a veil of steam that renders the user invisible to other users, any animus, and any NPCs. 10 seconds or 1 round of combat. So, or Last Baron can absorb heat and store it within the blade. Last Baron can then use the heated blade to damage targets or melt objects. And that's it. There's no framework on how that works other than, whatever is reasonable. So, which is fine. It's just, Night Owl can track other anima users by placing one of their feathers on the target. So, all right. Yeah. But yeah, I thought it worked. So, we'll probably do some more one-shots of this, or maybe, we're still doing Blades in Dark as a campaign. So,
yeah.
Yeah. If you like it, please let us know. In the comments, please post some comments so we know, and maybe we'll run more of it. And if you just like the game, yeah, let us know. Anyways, thank you all for listening. Baz is on twitch.tv as Future Wolfington, and Aaron is Railery Podcast on Twitch as well. And Tom is just Tom.
So
yeah.
Find us, and you can also find us at me at Aaron Carson on Twitter too. So
I'm Baz Wolfington on Twitter if you want to come hang out with me.
Yep. Anyways, thank you all for playing, and thank you all for listening. Bye.
Later.
Deja vu.